Oh, we're live. Yep, we're live on YouTube. Let's see if we're live on Kick. We're live on Kick. We're live on YouTube.
Aw, shit.
Perfect. Let me move this for you and you get started. We'll go listen.
All right.
Boom. Here, I'll go listen.
All right. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam22 off the back. Streaming for the people. Solo. For the first time, like, approximately ever. Check it out. We got the whole chat rocking. Dan said Ozempic King. Pat Wooey said Yuri would never. That is true. The only time I ever miss Yuri is when the when the stream needs to be set up or anything like that. He was pretty good at that stuff. That's about it. What you doing? You want to come over here? I will. Come tap in. Tap inwardly. Look at this. This solo stream concept it's not going to last too long. Look who we got.
I just happen to be here.
Of all the custers who could possibly appear on the stream, look who we got.
Hi, everyone. Hi, chat, as they say.
And we got two dogs. Check it out. We got two dogs.
It's Ralph's birthday.
A lot of people don't know about this dog.
Winston, the bad child.
People come over all the time and are like, holy shit, you have a dog?
And they think they're so cute. Ralphie, come up.
Yes, we do. We have a dog, another dog besides Ralph. His name's Winston. Honestly, like, I contemplate feeding Winston into some sort of like wood chipper at least a couple times a week because he pees on things. He escapes our front yard. He's basically like one of the most difficult dogs I've ever had to deal with. I'm not really much of a dog guy. Yeah. But Lena, describe what you're doing here today.
Today, I co-hosted my
I don't know if you have to get back
podcast
close.
with
I think
you.
you could just sit
Oh,
down
I don't
here.
know. Is this too far though?
I think that's good.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use this mic. Yeah, we did Plug Talk.
Yeah.
We shot photos for the merch that is now available
Yep.
on Plug Talk merch.com. Or
That's
Plug Talk
definitely
Plug,
not it.
plugtalkshop.com.
Something like that.
One of those. I am gonna go and do a phone call,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have preschool pickup.
That way. And meanwhile, I'm over here, and I'm going to be doing my first ever solo stream. How you feel about it? You think I'm going to be successful solo streaming? Or I mean, I'm setting my standards very low. All I'm really ensuring for the people out there is that I'm going to get a bunch of clips for the Clips channel.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to break a sweat at some point in the near future because I have this really large light over me.
I saw this pan out. We were basically supposed to have 2 Plug Talk episodes, and then one of them got canceled. And you sort of panicked in your brain. You were like, "It's a Monday. I must work all day." And you like created work for yourself because that is who you are.
I've been wanting to do this for a little while though.
Yeah.
Because
there's a lot of things you want to try.
And especially like my whole thing is it always slows down towards the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And so I assume that I'm going to have a lot of time where I want to create content, where I want to be active, where I want to keep the channel going. The thing is that there's like no interviews to be done towards the end of the year because people stop flying out, people stop coming into town, people just chill out with their families, do the Christmas thing, etc. And then, you know, like this is like the one thing that everybody in my universe does.
Yeah.
Everybody from Sharp to Lush to AD to T-Rock, you know, and people build it out. Usually people don't stay like a solo streamer for long because it is difficult. But everybody does these solo streams for hours and hours and hours. And me, the most well-known, arguably, person in this universe, I've never really got into it. And I used to do it back in like the 2017, 2018, 2019 days. But back then it was really more about just like listening to the fans' music, which to be fair is very boring and usually will like court you a pretty small audience, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm very enthused about doing it myself because there is so much stuff that I'd like to watch and react to. For instance, there's a 30-minute Skinny from the 9 video where he's breaking down his beef
You're
with
repeating your
Flacco.
conversation from last night to me.
Yes, I am. This is content creation. Please don't dissect me. And you know, I'm excited about that. I want to break it down. I want to go through it, and I want to basically You know, like that video, it occurred to me. That video specifically is one of the main things that made me want to do the stream, because I was like, yo, if Skinny from the Nine is gonna make a 30-minute video about shit that's basically like deep-seated no jumper lore, and I'm gonna watch it while sitting on the couch, it's like, well, I might as well watch it on stream and enjoy it with the people and create some kind of content out of it, right?
What will be your biggest measure of success for this? Will it be like you uploading the clips and those doing really well, or will it be how many live viewers you get? How
Probably
much
that.
donations?
I'm trying to not care about the live viewers, because I realize that by going live at this time period that I'm basically competing with like everybody else from the No Jumper universe, because I'm pretty sure that like let's not name them, but there's many different streamers who are live right now that are from the No Jumper world. I'm probably competing with the Fat Gummy Bear Dejan and his show Fair to Gay, and many other things. So it's like I'm not really tripping about the live viewers so much, at least to start.
Okay.
For me, it's really more about like, oh, can I get some good clips that people would be hyped on watching? Because I think those clips are going to be the biggest advertisement for me doing solo streams. Also, a big measure for me of if this is successful is going to be like, can I do this and then still feel excited to get on stream for 2 or 3 hours Tuesday night and stream with the guys after going through topics on here, you know? And so it's like, if there's a ton of topics, that shouldn't be too difficult. But if it's like, if it's going to feel like, oh my God, what the fuck are we going to talk about Tuesday? This is going to be terrible because I already talked about all this stuff on Monday. That could make me a little bit precautious about it. So I don't know.
If this is super successful, are you going to create way more space for it in your life by maybe doing less pods?
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. That's why I'm asking, because I've always just known you to be someone who has a packed schedule of podcasts.
But this is the thing about that, is that in any given week, I'll have, 10 interviews scheduled. And like maybe 4 to 6 of them will actually happen. And it's like, I don't take any personal disrespect to that, but it's just, people fuck up. Like the people that we interview specifically, like Stunner Girl's ex-boyfriend, Young Rich Moolah, he was scheduled for last week. He's been scheduled like 3 times.
But do you think that streaming is the type of thing where if someone cancels a pod in the middle of your workday that you can just go on, or do you need to have some sort of like consistent schedule where people are aware that you're going to be live?
If it was just me, then I feel like it might be difficult. But given that I have like Remo, that I have various people, that we have the No Jumper Discord, which by the way, I have the general chat open in the No Jumper Discord right now. So if anybody wants to send me links to react to or tell me stuff to react to or whatever, that is a very good place to drop that information, because I'm going to see it immediately. And I do kind of feel like that, if
I love this narrative.
What?
You could tell she runs the show and he does what he's told.
How do you feel about that? You think that's true?
I just think that there could not be anything further from the truth. There are very few people in the world who have been able to make you listen, and I am surely not one of them.
We just did an interview with a couple, Mila Monet and Tony. That's his last name?
Yeah, I was like waiting for him to have a Spanish accent, but he did not.
And they're describing their relationship. And one thing that you said was basically that, okay, so he said that she's kind of like in charge of the relationship outside of the sex. Sexually, she's submissive, but in terms of like what they're doing day to day, she's in control. And I could tell that you were kind of like, oh my God, I wish my life was like that.
I don't want to be in control, but she said he does the laundry and he cooks for her. I mean, shit, if I had some less obligations and responsibilities, surely I would love that. Because I feel like I'm spread so thin in the house.
Do you seriously think that me like cooking and doing laundry is a good use of my time?
No, but is it a good use of my time?
We have a housekeeper.
Yes, but we also have weekends and days where she's only works 8 hours a day, so.
When I think about what I want to do with my life, for sure laundry doesn't really hit the top 10.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm dying for you to do the laundry either, because you might bleach all my blacks, but.
When I used to do it, I wasn't good at it.
But if you knew how to make like 3 dishes, that could help me.
I could probably make 3 dishes. I think that's a fair.
Eggs don't count.
Eggs and eggs and eggs. No, I think eggs are kind of like my specialty. That's usually what I mess with.
It's the only thing you make.
Lena lazy. Hey, look at this. Oh my God. Why do we have 2 streams going at the same time, guys?
So they can watch me twice.
This is annoying.
I didn't realize you can go on 2 streams at the same time.
I don't think anybody realized that. I'm gonna call Josh right now. Tell him fix this mess. Why are we live on 2 accounts at once? I'm gonna buy Josh a fucking Apple Watch so that he'll start picking up his phone more consistently. I feel like this is a common theme.
Do you want me to go get him?
Or
did he already?
I would love if he would just pick up his fucking phone instead of having to, send you off on a mission. Call Sam Frank. Why would you assume that I have Sam Frank's number? You want to know what happened with Sam Frank? That I still see I see Snapchat stories created about this on a very consistent basis. Is like I saw Sam Frank at Rolling Loud. I said, "Hey, let's take a picture together."
And she said no.
And she laughed and said no. And I thought that was funny. I giggled. Haha. Oh yeah, it's all good. Oh well, it's still live right now, right? Oh no, we only have one now. That's great. All right, thank you. And I don't know. Apparently, that's so interesting to people that they had to that they consistently have to make content about it. That she refused to take. Did they just set this mic up for you?
I don't know.
Is this mic for her? We don't.
Oh, wow.
She's not even planning on staying that long. And if she's on this mic right here, you can't even see her.
Are you kicking me out?
I don't think. I think we could just
Thank you,
both
Hurley.
use the
That's
same
very
mic. Yeah,
kind of you.
We don't need that anyway, right?
He was being considerate and kind. Let's just say.
I was being considerate and kind. Same mic makes sense to me.
I like having my own mic. I could talk over you easier.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends on how long you want to stay, really. Okay. This is not the Jack Shack. A lot of people are making that assumption. Also, you see this?
Thank you.
You see this dent in the wall?
Yeah. What happened?
4 extras happened. His ass is just such a monstrous human being that he was just mashing his chair into it over and over and over. And it's actually like a very consistent theme because he had a similar effect on the podcast room over there because he broke the mic.
Okay. Very
he
destructive.
Fucking obliterated it. He broke the mic. He smashed a huge hole in my wall.
Yeah, this is pretty intense.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
It looks intentional.
So we actually have the Streamlabs thing right here. We have the YouTube live streaming thing right here. Oh, you can add a goal, just like a one-tap goal now. Okay. And then look, I can tap fan funding and I could see all the donations and shit. But this is weird because on the OBS it's showing me a donation that I don't see it in the main thing. So that's very weird to me.
Ross is in here.
Yes, he is. Shout out Traplo Ross off the
We
bat.
miss you.
Yo, Traplo Ross almost got beat up in here when that fucking hole occurred in the wall.
Oh.
Yeah, 4 extra got mad at him for saying the C word.
I don't know what the C word is.
CRAB.
Okay. Don't explain it to me. I don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't want you to know either. Okay, before I lose it though, this dude Jason said China Mac released a video of him punching a drunk tourist in Vietnam a couple days ago and went live today saying you're next. Let's get your thoughts on that. China Mac, number one, good fucking luck, because the reason why you have traveled to another country is basically in pursuit of low testosterone Asian people that are a fair person for you to sucker punch and knock out. So China Mac, absolutely, you will not be knocking me out at any time in the near future or ever, really. And number two, he sucker punched the guy. I don't know why everybody is celebrating this. Like, the guy was being, you haven't seen this video and I can't play it because we're on YouTube, but basically, like, there was a guy getting attacked by a couple different women, and China Mac sucker punches the guy. And he wants to use this as proof that he's such a fucking manly guy. It's not, it's not what you think it is, China Mac. I assure you that this is not anything that you're earning any points for, my friend. Anyway,
Ralph would like to sit with me. Ralphie, come. Come here.
Continuing on. Is Josh's booty bussin'? What do we think about that?
I don't really think about Josh's butt.
I mean, honestly, we would probably want to defer to Gunner on that question because I believe you know that's a common narrative in the Reddit and stuff is that Josh and Gunner have a sexual relationship going.
No, I don't read the Reddit. I didn't know about that.
Oh. In my opinion, is most likely true as well.
Did you pee somewhere?
Why are you assuming that? You mean like in here?
I don't know because he hasn't been out to pee anywhere, and
One of them peed by the food earlier. Okay.
Must have been Winston then.
This guy, said, help all races, help all people, promote, and they hate. Oh, I think he's saying that that's what I do. I help all races, I help all people, promote, and they hate. Well, there's a lot of different typos in this comment, but I guess I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Adam, this is Alcoholic Gamer, who's a very significant donator on these streams. Adam, that song was heat. Don't listen to the comments. Lush and Brick's verses went hard. Also, drink up Crown Apple and Sprite and enjoy drinks on. You got we're good now? Yeah. Good? Wow, it's crazy when you're not on a delay how much faster this shit is. Okay, that's good. That's very good. All right, let's check it out.
So do I still need the headphones?
Yeah, you're gonna need the headphone. I do believe. All right, guys, let's check this out for Lena's sake. Jam told. They did my man wrong, now I'm screaming free dirt. Now I'm on Lamron with my cannon handing out free perks. They took the voice and left us with King Yella. I'm distraught. I got no choice, I'm selling all these damn guns that I done bought. Screwly don't like Mexicans, but I'm cool with Jose. Dirk tell me to catch a body, I'ma be like, okay. I'm with a rich guy named Ross, but it isn't Rose. Might fuck around and kill my wife. Long live OJ. Brick ain't snitch, I know. How you feel about that?
I don't know. I better not die under any mysterious conditions.
You don't want to endorse it because you feel like you might really die?
I'm just saying. Don't rap about that stuff anymore.
You really think it's a bad idea?
Yeah.
I know. I do. That is something that kind of comes to mind from time to time is like, damn, how are the normies going to feel about this? You know, like what if like...
You're a rapper now, so now your whole musical catalog could be used against you.
Exactly. I'm like Young Thug. Okay. Who did? I'm looking at you, Mama Duck. I'm with the Muslims in this bitch, but I'm wearing a yarmulke. Most iconic moment in this video is me placing a yarmulke on top of my head.
Look at them.
It's yeah, why do we have the dogs separated? That's not gonna. Okay. Yes, I'm screaming that shit till my booty hole raw. A lot of death. Now I know our duty low been going bald.
Is this video monetized with all that ass shaking?
For sure. And I just want to say that what? Something else happened? Too much chat?
Yeah, if you go to OBS.
What?
Go to the kick chat in the middle.
Kick chat.
Yeah, and just hide that.
Hide it? How do I hide it? The eye?
Yep.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah. Wow, look at my face right there. Yes, I do believe it's monetized. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I can't remember. But okay. What are you saying?
I just, like, if I tried to upload a YouTube video where I did those things, it's just crazy that rap videos are allowed to get away with it.
Okay, you get extended a different level of scrutiny when it's a music video, you can get away with a lot more stuff. That's why like there's Cardi B videos where she's like butt naked and stuff.
I guess because context, but really it's the same thing. You're trying to sell sex appeal and try to make people into it.
For sure, that's occurred to me is that the hot girls in this video are probably going to cause quite a few people to watch it, like that wouldn't have watched it otherwise or watch it multiple times.
I mean, they're all I'm looking at. Like I'm not looking at anything else.
For sure, when I watch a music video and there's girls, I immediately pretty much stop thinking about the music and just look at the girls.
Yeah, you're like, wow, she's hot.
Biologically,
I wonder how I can find her Instagram.
I have been trained to do that, yeah.
God damn, what happened to Virgil? Someone told Dirk killing people ain't normal. It's cold in the rack, so I'm rocking a thermal. I'm in your ass like a gay dude with a gerbil. Snitch K, fuck them rats and anybody who got love for them. Don't worry, smirk, if Brick told I got some slugs
Don't
for
make
him.
me crash out right now, broad day niggas keep playing with my name. Bitch, I be bugging, I been thugging, I'm really known for snatching brains. Free Schmirky, yo, that's like my cuz we merged it in, it's to the grave. He sitting the word, I dig him up, I probably glitched about again. Yeah, knock him out his 10, this time we spin in the bins. If Trap make a documentary, we whack him and all his friends. Snitched on what they smoking dope, nah he didn't snitch, he
I actually hate the way that was edited because I fully loaded up a key bump of the fake coke that was in those fake bricks and like had Brick like almost snort it, which is like a great visual because Brick doesn't do cocaine. And I was so excited about that.
And then it was not edited.
The way they edited it, they didn't really show it, but I didn't have the heart to tell him like, yo, fix that because I feel like doing a key bump of fake cocaine on stream is probably not good for your likelihood of keeping the content up and monetized.
Yeah.
But okay, the No Jumper Cypher, that is demonetized. And when you watch
the balloons or what?
that's the only thing, is that at one point you see me holding a balloon. I don't hit it. You don't see me filling it up with the Galaxy gas or anything. So that to me is like a huge overstep. Like, why would that be censored aside from like profanity?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Drop the low, whack a snitch, leave it up to him. They call me Coco number 4. Lil' bro don't want no smoke. Why he keep coming up short? He standing tall.
I'm about to do a poll in the chat. I'm gonna do a poll in the YouTube chat about if this was about who had the best verse. Best verse on
Might give a op a pass today. Walk down and rob, bro. Adam at the shooting range, blowing with his eyes closed. Must have been his skit, cause how the fuck they miss Rondo?
They act like Quando in the wrong. Why didn't Young Boy clear that song? Why 2 months before that hookah lounge was Tim tweeting warning Von? The story's crazy, this ain't making sense. This is my 2 cents. How you sign a serial killer and think you gonna make it to the end?
All right, hit the YouTube chat if you guys want to. If you want to vote on who had the best verse.
They locked him up and took away his keys. Not sure if he should be freed. Feds came, fell down to his knees.
Sorry.
Can't believe they lost
I love Ross. Him as a rapper is just still so funny to me.
Crazy, right?
As funny as you being a rapper.
He's good.
He
I
is
think
good.
he's good.
To do a drill, that's fucking mental. How you out in London with Young Spray and Central, facing crazy murder charges, and you really went back and just let them get you? OTF?
That stands for Order the Flights.
You should have ducked those charges. Now Goldilocks is facing life. Laugh now and cry later. That ain't really funny now. The story got really crazy, and now the voice is crashing out.
I'm a Harold's out on 7-9 and
Just so you know, this is the most controversial verse, I believe, of all these, which is kind of surprising to me. I thought that me and Brick might be the ones stirring up the most controversy, but Lush has really started a dialogue about, is he a good rapper? Is he a bad rapper? Is this a good flow? Is this a bad flow? Also, he takes aim at Katie Got Bands, which is really something that a lot of people have been upset about. Katie being a very beloved figure in the Chicago rap scene, he calls her ugly. And so, but in the you know, it's like it's a lyric. It's a bar, but still, you know.
Are we only allowed to watch this video because it's yours?
That certainly is beneficial.
So we can't watch like the Eras Tour like live clips and stuff?
Now, if we were to just do this on Kick, then we definitely could do that. But then also, I feel like you can like demonetize the stream and then you can watch whatever. But I've had issues in the past, especially with copyright music, especially from like really big artists. Anyway, let's observe what Lush One brings to the table here.
Okay.
I don't see an op in sight. Got a strap to serve 2 L's like KI, but I'm not a dyke.
And
wait, did you guys film
they
this
show
like
the lesbian
same day? Like,
yeah, so it's like there's so many different sets.
and who are these girls? Where were they the rest of the video?
Let me bring it back for you there.
9 and I don't see an
So this is Lush's girlfriend, Germ Free.
Okay.
And so she brought along these 2 girls.
These are her friends.
Like her like, you know, video girl type homies. And then there's also a large Sultan like lesbian figure who I'm not sure what her name is, but she was very nice. But he says something about dyke and they show her.
in sight. Got a strap to serve 2 L's like KI, but I'm not a dyke. When I'm sliding through the others, promise it's not on a bike. My ops are less respected in the streets than Quando Rondo's life. Merch that hoe, little.
I really don't know why he said that. He said, my ops are less respected in the streets than Quando Rondo's life. Like, damn, that's a pretty brutal thing to say about Quando Rondo, who we have a decent relationship with. But, I mean, I guess that's just...
He was being reckless.
I was surprised to hear that Lush would feel such a way about Quando Rondo. I don't see any reason why he would not like him. But every once in a while, Lush will, like, pop it off on me and let me know that he hates somebody that I wouldn't have thought that he hates.
So that's for sure true. He doesn't like that guy? Sorry, I'm talking like in layman's terms. I don't know anything.
I mean,
about
he's never going to see Quando Rondo if he lives to be 80 fucking years old, so it's not like it matters. He's just speaking as like a fan. It's not like they have conflict.
Okay.
Bitch free smirky, oh, knock you off your feet, no vertigo. Straight to the O where the birdies go. Shark drink so much pissy urinal. He ain't got any friends. Now many men wished at the pond him like 50. He marked out, had to suck off spiffy like Queen yell at the skinny. Don't gotta yell at hoes like the way he got bands. Now his situation uglier than Katie got bands. Trap lord hit my jack, said Uno, what you really on? STL been on my helmet since I got Sosa that million.
If I could erase any verse, any part of the song, it might be that part. Just since I got so sad that million.
You don't like the singy voice?
Am I crazy? I don't know. I just, the way that sounds. And it's like a meme now. Like it's officially a meme. Maybe it wasn't a meme before, but it is a meme now that we are giving Lush a hard time about constantly mentioning that he at one point got Chief Keef $1 million for a signing bonus from a billionaire who, no shots, but I believe he also at one point got Lush to wear a dog collar. Look at a shot collar.
Okay. Let's finish the song. We have like
Okay.
16 seconds left.
Sign yellow, he too whack and musty. I'm not impressed. Yeah, I fuck with OTF, but it
Look at this guy. That's a real man right here. Vel.
stands for all my ops, the feds.
Oh, I just
I'm
realized
a
this
white
poll is
kid
taking
from
up a
that
large
mean
percentage
dumb
of the
dirt to
screen.
slide for Vaughn. Yeah, it's free Smurkio, but he had to go and right them wrongs.
Okay.
A lot of people are saying that this is the greatest rap video, majority white rap video of all time.
This is really a narrative that's taking place this week.
I'm probably the main person who's saying it, but for sure, yeah.
But a majority of people are also saying it. Okay. So visually, I think it's beautiful.
Looked really good, right?
Yeah, it looks like other rap videos, better than some rap videos I've seen you watch.
Okay.
The women look outstanding. You are not my favorite verse, and I feel like I'm not allowed to say that, but
By all means. Who had the best verse?
I think Brick, but I think he has like way more experience than almost everyone in the video except for maybe Lush. I don't understand what anyone's saying, so it's not about the content itself.
I will
to
say
me,
I have more of a booming delivery, and Brick has a little bit more of a mumbly delivery in comparison.
maybe my ear is just more used to that.
He also uses autotune. So it's like a little bit of a different
okay.
sing-songy effect, you know? But I'm not against that. Like for sure if a Adam22 mixtape dropped and a Break Baby mixtape, I would probably listen to Break Baby first
You know,
if I wasn't me.
when you first start making content and you hear your own voice back and it's kind of like, whoa, you're like, oh, that sounded weird. I don't like hearing my own voice. You're
Right.
probably so far removed from that thought because it's been so many years for you. I think for me, I have that experience with you rapping because I'm like, I know your voice in one way. I experience it daily, and then I have to hear you rap, and like my body is just like, what is happening? I don't know how to process this yet. And to other people, it's like just a laugh and stuff. But to me, I'm like, that's my husband. That's the father of my child. This is so weird.
And,
you know?
And you could probably picture how each...
She was supposed to lie. Was I?
no, I
It
like
makes
it.
for a way better clip if I don't lie.
No, it's good. But I feel like, yeah, because every bar could potentially have ramifications on your life. Like, for instance, in the Big Sad one where I say that the way she licks my asshole clean, I call her a bidet. I mean, really, that could be about anybody.
I am the
but
victim of all your lines.
People are assuming that that's about you.
Yeah. Can you
Wait.
make like a, he told me one time, he was like, I made a romantic song for you. He listened to it. I couldn't find one romantic part in it.
I said some stuff about you being a ride or die and how that's why I fuck with you and stuff like that.
Maybe my understanding and comprehension of rap songs is just so poor that I couldn't even catch it.
I mean, like, given what you've heard me say in songs, could you really imagine me saying,
The bar
like,
is low, I guess.
I love my girl.
No.
She's my world. I'm gonna buy her diamonds and pearls.
Please don't say that.
I'm just
I
not.
also really enjoy trap lore as a rapper. Ross.
Yeah.
I think because I'm such a fan of artists like Lil Dicky, and he's just giving me like nerdy rapper vibes.
I feel like I'm like Lil Dicky mixed with Peasy.
Who's PC? Oh, the guy who was in the video with the 20v1.
Probably not. But you know, or let's say Rio the Young OG, who you also probably don't know.
No, I don't know any of these
like
guys.
like a Detroit funny rapper, and then like a Lil Dicky's like kind of like woke. He's making like songs about the globe and the environment and shit. He ain't doesn't he not put out an album in like 6 years?
He was doing the show. I think he just put out an album like maybe last year. I haven't listened to it.
That really went under my radar, if that's the case. I don't know. Either way, so okay, you're off. You're off to do.
Do you want me to leave? I'm
No,
just.
it's okay. But let's take a look at this though. Look at this. I actually thought I was going to do better here.
Then Brick.
Well, not better than Brick, but better than I got. So Brick got 48%, which I think is fair. 584, that's a decent sample size. 48% I think is fair for Brick. Traveler Ross, however, got 5% more than me. And then I got 6% more than Lush, which when you consider that Lush has been rapping for like 30 years, that is kind of shocking.
So I have two things I want to say. One, I think that the chat is reacting the same way as me. Like they know you in one way, and then now you're trying to change up on them, and they're kind of having a hard time with that. And maybe it's just going to take a little more time until they get used to it if they stick around. So I think they're like, Adam, this is not the you we know.
Yeah.
But also, I want to know who decides the order, because I think Lush going all the way at the end is maybe not in his favor, because maybe not everyone sticks around to the end.
That's how we did it in the studio, and we have not gotten to the point yet where we're like, oh, we're gonna rearrange everybody's verses and stuff.
It just happened to be like, oh, I'm ready now, so I'm gonna go first.
Yeah, like I went first, Rick went second. Well, actually,
because
no.
realistically,
No, you know what it was? It was me, then Ross, then Lush, and then Brick Baby went last. But then we were like, oh, Brick's verse, like because he just has such a more valid perspective on the whole Lil Durk thing, because he's like actually like really spent time hanging out with him, and people thought he actually like did the murder that got him locked up.
Someone said you snapped on the cipher, and I do think that your cipher verse was one of my favorite ones. Maybe it's because it was the first one, so it like stands out to me a lot more. But yeah, half the time I don't know what anyone's saying. And I definitely don't want to know what it's about.
I feel like my verse in particular, it's like hard to not know what I'm saying. Although I guess
yours I can understand,
you
but
don't
I also
know like some of the people.
Remember the Playboy line? How I thought it was like actually about like the Playboy mansion, like the real one.
Yeah,
it's like I don't want to know the details because it seems like a lot of it is very like illegal.
Yeah, you don't need to know that. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty honestly. I will say this. I've read nonstop comments of people basically saying how bad they think that I am at rapping, which then is like offset by the number of people who are like seemingly pretty impressed by it, right? When you consider that I'm almost 41 years old, I've never rapped in my life, and that this verse right here on this song is like the 4th verse or like 6th verse that I ever did in my entire life. Given that, I think it's pretty impressive. I had a lot of people hitting me up saying, hey, we were impressed by the flow switch. God damn, what happened to Virgil? Someone tell Durk killing people ain't normal.
So I actually don't think that you're a bad rapper. I think that you're a good rapper. And I think it's just the fact that you're my husband. It's like if I told you that I was going to stop what I do now and become a singer, and you just don't know me to be someone who sings and like performs on stage, it would be hard for you to swallow. It would just be strange.
Yeah,
I think that you're a very good rapper. I think that you
don't have to say that. I am a brand new rapper. I'm not a very good rapper compared to many rappers.
I think that your lyrics are clever.
Thank you. I
think that you're very good at rhyming, and you do it all the time, regardless of whether way before that you were even rapping. Like you would just joke around while we were driving around in the car and just like say something, right? Like,
and now we see it with our kid.
Your practice.
We see it with our kid. Our kid is constantly rhyming words together because I'm always rhyming words together, which is
it's
pretty
like a
funny.
game you guys play.
Yeah.
And she just makes up words to make words rhyme.
Yeah.
It's in the contract to say those things. Adam and I don't have any contract at all.
No.
We should probably have more contracts. We don't have enough contracts.
For sure, if I met a girl now and was gonna basically try to like recreate what we have going,
you cannot have another Len of the Plug. I am your only one.
If you and I don't work out, then
I'm getting
what the
a
fuck else am I
non-compete,
gonna?
even if we're not together.
You would have to get the non-compete now.
Okay, I'm gonna make you sign
We're
it.
gonna have Plug Talk 2. You can keep Plug Talk 1. I'm gonna create Slug Talk. I'm gonna find a girl in my
Cool.
call.
I'm gonna create Plug Talk 3 with my man.
You don't have to. You are gonna keep Plug Talk 1 in this idea that I'm coming up with.
Or are you always fantasizing about our demise?
You know, I just gotta have a backup plan. But you know, I'll find a girl and I'll tell her, you're gonna rap with me and create content with me on camera, and I'm gonna have to have you under contract. Like
Could
Rice
you
Gum.
date
Remember that
someone-
girl Abby? Rice Gum had her under contract, I do believe.
Could you date someone who didn't want to be on camera?
That's kind of like the total opposite direction.
Could you date a girl with no IG?
What is she, a fucking Amish person? I mean, what?
I happen to know 2 girls who are very hot and don't have Instagrams.
I know at least one of them that you're talking about. Yeah, and I mean,
like their lives sound so fun.
To me, that girl not having an Instagram is completely bizarre. Like, what the fuck is she thinking? She's not making use of like her natural resources.
Yeah, but think about how much time we waste online. Like all the people watching your stream right now.
But think about how many people you can meet using Instagram. Think about the money you could potentially make on Instagram, which I agree. Hey, it's great to see a girl not feeling the need to be the exact same person that every other girl is. But it also just feels like you're kind of leaving money on the table. Like if I met a podcaster and they said they didn't have an Instagram, I'd be like, oh, you're retarded. Like,
My friend told me that when you meet a guy and he doesn't have an Instagram, it means he's married and he's not giving it to you.
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I was like, wow, I never thought about that. Because I don't ask guys for their Instagram.
For sure. You know, you are a lot more attractive than me, and you are sitting in such a way that the chat
I
is
know. They're really.
100.
I tried to adjust myself. Do you guys want to see me? I look great. These
Look
are
at
the
those
new
fucking
ones.
Hooters. I want to suck those tonight.
I have a phone call
Guys,
because I am an important businesswoman.
if you want to know my pain, let your wife get huge fucking monstrous tits, and then she'll say, they're sensitive. My nipples are sensitive. I don't want you to suck them.
So my first 2 breast augmentations, my nipples were not affected. They were like perfectly sensitive, like from before the surgery, and now they're too sensitive where I don't like when people touch them. So
Take a Xan. Okay. I'll see you later tonight.
sure. Lena leaves, I leave. I like your friends. They're so nice.
These are not my friends. These are the ops, if anything. See these chat members? Some of them are okay.
How many people are watching you right now?
17 to 1800. I've seen it kind of like wiggling up and down.
Support my man so he
Wait,
can
have
come home
we-
in a good mood.
We haven't been on stream for 38 minutes, right?
Yeah, we have.
What the fuck? Time
been sitting here
flies when
for
you're
quite-
alone.
Time flies when you pause.
Oh,
the
well, they're
4
saying
minutes.
you're going to go meet up with Jason Love, but do they know something that I don't know?
He doesn't even live in this state. Am I gonna go hang out with him?
Maybe he does. Maybe he's in town. That's like you trying to throw them off the scent right there. He doesn't even live in the state.
I am going to do preschool pickup. Okay.
Okay.
I am doing the opposite of cheating on you.
That I'm good. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thought we were gonna have a crazy threesome on stream today, but we didn't. Not on stream, but for Plug Talk, we didn't really get a chance. But
Yeah.
I'll see you tonight. I'm gonna make a move on you tonight.
Are you? I'll be sleeping. I'll be fake sleeping. when you
I'm
get
totally
home.
cool with that. There's a lot of porn that like girls like sleeping, and although I find that disturbing, you know,
I think that's one of
it
the
is what it
rules
is.
on OnlyFans. You like can't pretend.
Yeah,
be
but when you
sleeping.
go to Pornhub, it's like nonstop. Like you scroll through it, and it's like 10% of the thumbnails are like a chick like sleeping.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what your algorithm looks like. That's not what I've seen when I've gone on there.
I'm not even logged in on Pornhub, so it's not like it's my algorithm. It's just there
I
is
bet-
there is a ton of that. There's like
No, I know- I
there's
believe that it's a
articles about
thing.
what a problem it is,
Oh.
like how
Okay,
people
I
are
guess I gotta
disgusted
go
by
read
it and
them.
stuff. Yeah.
I like you guys. Bye.
Bye. She's wearing lipstick. I don't want that on my face. Goodbye, babe. Love you. I'll see you tonight. Wow. Okay. Now it's just us. That was like a total like cheater run right there. How do I make this a little bit less loud in my headphones?
Yeah, it was really loud.
Do I need to say that to Josh? Maybe I'm gonna text Josh and Hurley and let them know. Can you help turn my headphones down a bit? There we go. All right, she's out of here. Adam, sell me your old FDP. I mean, honestly, that's one really good thing about working for No Jumper is that let's say every month, I come into the office with oh yeah, we can get rid of this microphone now too. I come into the office every month or so with a shitload of FTP, Section 8, Asali, awful lot of cough syrup, and more. And you know, that seems like a whole thing. Yeah, that's good. That's a good time. And then I basically take it, I put it out in the office for everybody to grab. Sometimes I'll alert certain members of the team and be like, listen, the clothes are coming in this week. Make sure I'll even give you an extra, you know, time period so that you can make sure that you get your hands on the clothes before other people snatch them up. But I give away a lot of clothes, and it's not just because I'm philanthropic, which I am, but it's also because of the fact that it's like I could hire somebody to sell all that shit. But number one, I would feel really bad for the people that are just giving me clothes. Like, oh, you're going to just wear this fucking t-shirt 2 times and then you're just going to sell it for like $40 or whatever. That feels fucked up. I feel like if somebody gives me a shirt and I give it to somebody in the store or, you know, here afterwards, that's good because then that shirt is still getting some sort of like promotional juice. You know, if you come into the store, if you come into the office, you see somebody rocking a shirt, it's like, okay, it's not me wearing it, but it's still, you know, somebody getting on camera wearing it. That feels fair. So, you know, I that's usually what happens to all of my leftover clothes. But I've heard about like the Kardashians selling their leftover clothes for like $50. And I don't really 100% understand how that even makes sense. Like even paying someone, even if you like pay somebody a full-time salary, you pay somebody 50 grand a year to sell all your clothes. Well, actually, that doesn't even make sense because how much clothes are you actually wearing? You know? Okay. I have additional things that I would like to do here. I have a whole litany of different stuff that I want to engage with. Let's take a quick look at my window. I guess I'm going to look at the donations again real quick. Okay, is Josh's booty busting? We already talked about that. Bring Up Cemetery. Check out the new song, 5150. I would like to check that out. However, I'm trying to keep this stream monetizable. So maybe I'll do that at the very end if we get more song donations. Also, typically we're charging like, you know, $80 for a song donation. And I don't really necessarily want to hop into that sort of thing right now. Will California catch on fire if Trump's elected? No, absolutely not. Number one, California is a state in which, like, you know, 80% of the cities and shit are actually red leaning, not cities, but like counties. It's like a huge percentage of California goes in favor of Trump. It's just that there's little islands of liberalism in Los Angeles and the Bay Area, etc., in which Biden or Kamala, as the case may be, is like much, much more popular. So is California going to go up in flames? No. Will there possibly be rioting? Yeah, I could see that. I mean, shit, if George Floyd was enough to get motherfuckers to riot, Trump getting elected again could for sure get people rioting. But that being said, how likely is that? I mean, in my mind, not terribly. I wouldn't say that I'm very worried about it. Derek J sent $2, said, Adam, have Flacco interview y'all two again. That was fire. Yes, that was good. That was like a different age. Let's see how that one performed. Adam Lena interview Flacco. YouTube is doing this weird thing where it doesn't show the thumbnail. Every once in a while it does this. Look at me wearing an OG Suicide. Wait, oh, you guys can't. Look at me wearing an OG Suicide shirt. My ego big, real big OG Suicide shirt. 600K. Honestly, like this was a time period. Look at the date. So let's look at the time period. July 10th, 2022. This is really like right before shit started to crack off. Not right before, but like a year before. Because remember, March 2023 was when all the hosts left. So this was like a much simpler time period. And then, you know, a bit after March 2023, later in 2023, we had the Jason Love saga, which also really sent things into overdrive in terms of what my life was like. So, you know, those two major content arcs of the great Adam22 cancellation of March 2023, as well as the Jason Love Lena arc, this was before that. Little did I know how simple these times would be in comparison. One more comment about Kamala and Trump. I've been a Democrat my whole life, and I'm not going to vote for Trump because I think he's a shithead. I think he's the biggest liar in the history of America. Hello, Lena. What? Why are you reviewing my pod? I'm not reviewing. I was just talking about it.
I went to go pee, and then I saw myself on the big screen over there.
What happened to that cup?
I wonder about that too, to be honest with you.
It's a good-looking cup.
It's from Starbucks. It's basic as hell.
I was just talking about how this feels like a zillion years ago because this was before the great Adam22 cancellation of March 2023 and the Jason Love Lena narrative of 2023. This, in comparison, very simple times. When you see those the graffiti in the background, that actually is commonly associated with the era that people most loved of
this
No
is
Jumper,
the old
I think.
office, right?
Yeah, this is the old spot.
I hate looking at these old pods because I'm like, what was I wearing?
What's
Why?
wrong with those jeans?
I look so silly.
They're kind of high rise.
I just look silly. The Apple Watch is so ugly.
Yeah. Apple Watch, not the hottest look on a chick, I guess you could say. That might be fair.
You look great. I like your shirt.
OG Suicide. My ego big, real big. OG Suicide trick.
How did I know you were going to just say that to me?
I'm just going to keep saying it over
That's
and
one
over.
of the only lines I know.
Every single one of my bars deserves to be repeated ad nauseum.
I'm still waiting for a Lena name drop instead of a Jason name drop. He's gotten 2 already. So, LTP.
You know, when I go
take an LTP.
when I go in the studio and the perk just starts whispering into my ear, it
Have
just tells me to talk about him.
Perk? Don't act like you're doing perks.
The perk is what motivates me in the studio.
Did you tell them?
Only once or twice. Out of all my verses, maybe 1.5 were perk influenced.
You didn't tell me all this. I would have put a tracker on your ass.
That's guy stuff.
I
Yeah,
already
drug
have.
test me.
I will.
Doing perks with Brick Baby is for sure guy stuff.
All right, I'm going to go do girl stuff.
Yeah, go take a mushroom gummy. I was thinking about taking one of these. You think it'll make the stream better? You want to take one right now?
No.
For preschool pickup?
We
I
are
think, like,
going
'cause-
on a trip this weekend.
I think
so-
Kazumi like gave me one of these.
I think she did too.
Do you think I should do it? I feel like the gummies kind of make me like a little bit more fun.
Right now, I would say it's a bad idea right now.
Why?
I would just say do your first stream normal.
Yeah, but you could always just do drugs. Imagine I made this a perk 30 stream. Oh my god.
Okay, now I'm really leaving. Be safe. Everyone comment on my Instagram if anything really crazy happens.
Yeah. Snitch on me to my wife if anything cool happens. That's always good for stream content.
Ralphie, come on, baby.
Ralph,
Come on,
get the
birthday
fuck outta
boy.
here.
He's a birthday boy. Be nice to him, you guys. I made a cake for him this morning. Go look at it. It was so cute.
They want me to do it. They're commenting. They're saying to crack a 40 ounce. Crit max 40 ounce.
Bring it on our trip this weekend.
I do. I have more right there. But it's like a brown box. This is a purple box, and then there's a brown box. So I don't know which
Bye,
one.
guys.
Bye. I'm for sure doing this. For sure, like, I love perks, but I just can't. I can't just, like, live that life every day. Also, if my wife knew that I was, like... If my wife knew I liked perks as much as I actually do, I would be in trouble. Wait a minute. I need, like, a sharp object so I can... Oh, I said the 4-letter word. I need a sharp object so I can get into this mushroom package. They, like, really... They make it hard to get into here. My opinion on the mushroom thing, I don't even really see the downside. Like, I'm used to doing real drugs and shit. Doing oh, shit. I didn't realize I was, like, stabbing these. Why the fuck does it look like this? It's like it's like a chocolate. I thought it was like a rock. Oh. Perk 30 stream. I mean, you guys have seen me do perks on stream multiple times. Swifty Blue. He gave me a 10 last time he was on the stream, which a 10 ain't shit, but it's still a little something. Okay, Olivia Rodrigo's way better than Cardi, but don't make me start that conversation right now. I'm going to put an end to this poll. Did anything change? Anything notable? Oh, I'm actually tied with Traplo Ross now, which is not ideal. Lush in last place by a long shot, which is... I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's right that Lush is in last place with such a huge margin there, but I'll take it. 26 minutes. I just can't believe. Look what Mikey said. Adderall and mushroom gummies is how you disconnect from the Matrix. For sure, I'm not on Adderall, but for sure, I'm drinking like a significant amount of coffee today. Let me keep going through these donations just to get caught up. Adam, your verse went hard as hell. Awkward Beginnings sent $2, and he said that. I appreciate you, bro. Very much appreciated. Burner 420, who I'm going to go out on a limb and say is not the real Burner, sent $5. Shout out to him. That was actually his 5th super chat on one of our live streams, so that's cool. TTMG Mick sent $5 and said, this is like the Father Like Son Wayne and Birdman album. We're skipping Birdman to hear Brick. God damn it. Now I'm Birdman. I mean, I'm hyped on being Birdman in many ways, but maybe not in terms of rapping. I do like Birdman, but maybe not so much as a rapper. Mr. Troller 64, hire new clippers. Every time I see a TikTok clip, it's not from your accounts. Honestly, that is pretty inevitable from my perspective. Like every viral thing that has ever happened on my platform, usually when I see it going viral on TikTok and shit, it'll not be from our account. And I'm totally okay with that. I think that's kind of understandable. Usually it's because other accounts are willing to like title it and frame it in a way that's more extreme than how we frame it. It's kind of a cop out. I don't know if I even like that, but whatever. I would like to, you know, this is one thing. I always see like Aiden Ross's clips going absolutely fucking insane on Twitter and TikTok and everything like that. I mean, part of it, and also like the FaZe dudes, FaZe Lacey, all those guys. Now, obviously, I know Aiden Ross, super talented content creator. He's a G. Love the guy. Interviewed him a long ass time ago. He's solid. I fuck with him. But it does stand out to me that he's got his Clipper team on deck, hardcore. And that shit, a lot of times, from my perspective, I'll be thinking like, Aiden Ross is so popping. I've seen Aiden Ross, you know, I've seen 20 of his clips this morning on Twitter. Part of that is just the fact that there are so many clips being posted of him. And I realize this at times because, like, for instance, at one point I went to a party, right? And I saw Sneeko. And Sneeko, we spoke on camera for like 30 seconds and he was being weird to me. I don't know if that's a continuing thing, right? But he was weird to me. I go on Twitter the next morning and I see like a bunch of different people that posted that clip like while I was still at that party. And that made me realize like, oh shit, he's got a whole fucking army of people clipping his shit, which makes a lot of sense. So I would be open to getting somebody to like more on top of it in terms of clipping stuff or whatever. For sure, at some point during the stream, I would like to watch some Sharp clips and react to them. That would be of note to me. I'm down for that. If you guys tell me which Sharp clips I should watch, like which ones would be the most interesting for me to react to, that would be great. I would love that. So let me know. Somebody else donated. CW said, Adam, bring Sarah Safari on for a No Jumper interview and then possibly plug talk depending on how it goes. Okay, Sarah Safari, super hot, bodybuilder chick, not a porn star. There's no way that she would actually do that. So that's number one. Number two, I've been trying to interview for a minute. Michael, who works at No Jumper, is he works out at like the same gym as her. So that's at least one possible in to working with Sarah Safari. Also, I'm good friends with Bradley Martin. I feel like, you know, maybe he could put in a good word. That being said, I think she's a little bit nervous about it. That being said, even more so though, how many fucking interviews has she done recently? I feel like she can't really like say that she's nervous about it, right? Sarah Safari interview. Chris Williamson. I don't even know who that is. $275K. He had her on. Bradley Martin, this is like her mentor. This is the Adam22, and then she's, you know, one of the many hosts who left. But look at it. It doesn't seem like she's been doing that much lately. Maybe a little bit less. Wait, who's Chris? Oh, Chris Williamson's this like biohacker looking ass motherfucker I always see. Imagine my podcast set looked like this. It's like weirdly lit, CoffeeZilla $10 million mansion ass looking ass room. It's good to know that what do we have? 2K? H3H3 has roughly 18 times that. Yeah, that seems fair. Oh, but okay, I don't know why we're doing the Sarah Safari deep dive right here, but okay, she's got her own vlogging channel. She's putting out content roughly 20 minutes or so. You know, a lot of it like 100K. This one's got 200K. Nelk put me through it. 64K. I mean, it's got a shirtless Kyle in it. How do I get my body to look like that, Kyle? Your chest is looking a little swole. I wonder if Kyle's on testosterone. I should call him. Why does this only do 64K though? Wouldn't you think this would be exciting for the people? It's got Nelk Boys pushing it. Maybe it's like age restricted. And what the fuck? This one, 33K. This is confusing to me. I went to Atlanta with Drewski, 38K. What's going on? I lost all my money to Bryce Hall, 26K. I don't want to like have her see this and think I'm hating on her or anything. I'm just kind of surprised. I don't know. Maybe this is like when she first started it. There's just like a bunch of shit here that looks like it should be doing really good and it isn't. All right, whatever. Shout out to Sarah Safari. Look at these buff dudes. Honestly, though, this is what it's like when you go. Like, oh, you guys can't really see it. This is what it's like when you go to Bradley Martin's gym. There's like hella dudes who are like super buff with their shirts off, working out in front of you, and you just got to deal with it. It's a whole thing. Need a Babyface E interview ASAP, dude. Babyface E is someone that we were supposed to have on a while back. How's he doing? Let's examine his numbers. I know this is not really of note to a large percentage of you. Oh, he's doing good. 367K in 10 days. What, 3.7 million on this one? Babyface E. I think I have like a whole interview written in my phone for him that I never actually got to do because he like didn't come in the day that we were supposed to interview him or whatever. So whatever. YNG Soul, the new king of Utah. You want me to check that out and tell you if you're lying or not? YNG Soul? Nah, if there was a dope rapper coming out of Utah, I'm super down, but this probably ain't it if you got 5,000 views in 10 months. But I guess you did what you were supposed to do. You got me to click on it. Let's start with a short clip here because I have a 6-minute Cam Capone clip of Brick Baby that I'm going to react to right now. Let's see what Brick Baby said. Talking about, get your clipboards ready. Brick Baby on Smack and T-Rail trying to make him and Adam22 fall out. Your most viewed show was with me. Let's see if that's true. Is back before we even watch this, back on Fig. They are live with 2,100 viewers. I don't want to turn this into a pissing contest, but I am solo with 100 less viewers, which feels like, based on the motion that they had a year or two ago, that is a little surprising. I'm not going to lie. Let's see. Back on Fig with Brick Baby and Keem, 277,000 views. That is actually a lot based on what I'm aware. But now they have beef. Look at this. He manhandled yo bitch ass, reacting to P Nice choking out Brick Baby. Amber Alert. BOF reacts to Brick Baby trying to diss them. And look, this is some evil, nasty work. They took Brick Baby's eyes and they turned them red. Oh, that's grimy. But Brick Baby said that this was their most views, 277K. I know off rip that that's not true because their most viewed, I think, was, what's his name? Schoolboy Q. But okay, let's scroll through this. 277K. Have they had one? Oh, look, this one actually just ended. Okay. But have they had one? I just want to know about the factual accuracy of what Brick Baby said. How far back do we have to go to find one that got 277K? This is not a hate stream. This is just purely inquisitive. All right, we're already two months back. Okay, back on Fig, episode 200, they did 117K. I think that's the most I've seen. Scrolling through this. Now, these are just live. So if there's any outliers that they were pre-recorded, then that will not be included in this analysis. Okay, Almighty Suspect, 128, 120K. No shots. It does seem like anything No Jumper related is really the boost to their views. Wow, but if you even get back 4 months, it is kind of like their videos were getting like double as much as they're getting now. Like I feel like this right here, it looks like, oh, yeah, 110, 123. But then like this one has 43, but it's like a guy I never heard of, and he's like talking about something that I don't care about. Yeah, it does seem like they were doing better during this time period. But nothing close to 277K. I do remember that this one was like all about me. Look, he's like by himself, wearing all white, looking like a nurse. Canceled. Oh, this is when we canceled all the shows. Maybe we could talk about that at some point. This one, Boo Capone, 144K. That's a decent total. Hit a J3 right here. Oh, Brick Baby, 277K. Okay, so this is the most views that they've gotten. Like, they haven't had one that did better than this since this. But let's see how far we have to go forward in order to find another one that has that much. And, you know, I've been saying for a long time, Brick Baby better. Brick Baby powerful content creator, tends to go viral. Look at that. Mozzie, 163K. Let's be honest. Mozzie is huge. Apparently not as huge as Brick Baby when it comes to the podcasting stuff. But to be fair, this is like an audience who, you know, are quite concerned with no jumper stuff. Look at this. This one is a 5-hour stream that got 285. So that is a smidge more than the Brick Baby one. Okay. I do think that Brick's statement seems fair, given that. Okay. Will we get claimed for watching Cam Capone content? That's the question.
Do you feel like people are trying to like push you and Adam to separate or to try to make you guys fall out?
They've been doing it. They've been trying to get me out my spot since I've been there, but I'm me. I'm not there for being nothing else. I'm here for being a fuck up. That's me.
Especially like Smack and T-Rail.
Yeah. They want me to get fired so they can say, oh, I told you so, and all that. But this is what you don't understand. I was making way more money before I started No Jumper. I took a pay cut to try to.
I like when Brick goes on other people's platforms and he shows up fucking fried off the Percocets. I do appreciate that. Give them your C game and then come on the Tuesday show and give us your A game, whatever that might consist of. I like that. Lard the God is saying, Adam, we got to get rid of Sharp. He's going to be a problem moving forward. Let's be real. Oh, wow. And Sadie Perry just blocked him just like that. I don't really, well, hopefully she just deleted the message. I don't think he deserves to be blocked for that. But do you feel like Sharp has done any sort of damage up until this point? Look at this decline. Well, let's document the entirety of the Sharp narrative. All these streams are before we started beefing, and they all have like 4 to 5K, right? I believe this is where everything changes. 22K. This is when he came after me, I do believe. I could be wrong, but I think so. Yes, it is. Because then the next one, 62K. Sharp responds to Adam22. Next one. Oh, should I make my window smaller? That might be good, right? Yeah, that's probably good. 64K, 63K, but then the decline kind of begins from there. 23K, 38K, 57, 42, 32, 35, 33, 29, 16. This is really bad. 4 days ago, 16K. And then last night is at 10K. So, you know, to me, that's kind of like, wow, the whatever kind of like superpower charge you got, you know, you're playing Mario and you get the invincibility flower. No, it's not a flower. It's a star. You get the star and you become supercharged for a little bit. I feel like Sharp got that. Yo, I'm gonna lend Sharp some advice. Using the same exact thumbnail every single time. I mean, honestly, are you a fucking crackhead? Like, why would you think that this was a good idea? This is not. Nobody in their right mind would ever want this to be a thing. So yeah, that's my suggestion. But is he? So they're saying he's live right now? Oh no, he's premiering a clip called "Sharp Goes Off on Everyone." Honestly, I'm gonna watch that after this.
Pursue a career. You get what I'm saying? So at this point, like, nigga, I ain't saying no jumper don't mean nothing to me. It mean everything to a nigga because it got me out the streets. But me and Adam got to understand it because I know I ain't no disloyal nigga. So whatever it is that they talk about, I've already talked to Adam about. Like, they putting out these text messages and all that and putting all this shit out. But when I was feeling a certain type of way about the DeJohn shit, I'm not no bitch like you is biting y'all time. Nigga, I'm calling because what's up with that? Like, what you got going? Like, nigga, you finna let him just, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to be a part of a company.
Oh my God. I just fucking nut shotted myself with water in the face. Hopefully somebody got that. Wow. That was embarrassing. You know that thing's filled to the fucking brim that water just splashed out. I'm glad that I was on the smaller view. Okay. He did call me as soon as he heard about the Dejan thing and basically told me every single thing that Dejan told him. So he's not lying about that. That's reality. And like, he already was very suspicious of Dejan's narrative, you know? So yeah, I don't really like look at that shit as being disloyal. Now I'm still a little unsure about why there was a TMZ contact being sent between Brick and Dejan, but you know, I feel like a lot of that stuff has been really kind of overblown.
That's crumbling. You get what I'm saying? So if I could help to keep us afloat, if I felt like if that was real, he could tear down the building over this shit, let me go talk some shit, talk some sense into my boss head, because this nigga might not be thinking straight, and it ain't only nigga my boss, this my homeboy outside of this. So let me go holler at the homie and make sure cuz thinking straight, because you could be on your high horse right now, but it might cost you everything if it's true. So that's how I called cuz. So when they put the shit up, I said, I called you and told you, nigga, that I wasn't feeling how you was treating the situation, and you told me the situation wasn't a situation. And from that point on, I tried to get back at Dejan and go into detail about like, all right, well, you got a picture with the gun wound, like something, da. Because if he did, he would have been showed the patch. You get what I'm saying? He would have been showed that he was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So Adam's story started making more sense than Dejan.
One thing that I heard Dejan say on a clip from another podcast, another stream, I saw Dejan with his fat gummy bear ass kind of like gloating and acknowledging that when he was removed from No Jumper, that was the end. He was bragging about the fact that the news stopped soon after, the Wednesday show, which keep in mind was Brick Baby's show, as well as the Thursday show, which was DW Flame's show, that those shows never really happened again. And he's right. That is accurate, timeline-wise. That is basically how that happened. And to be real, that is the craziest thing I could ever imagine someone bragging about. You faked being shot to try to get a lawsuit. Any normal human being would be deeply embarrassed and ashamed of this reality that you're living in, right? And ultimately, the people who have given you a shot at fake immunity, just to be, to give them the benefit of the doubt, I would certainly say that they are not sure what they think of you as a person. And it feels like anytime you do some Mickey and tricky ass shit, like for instance, your whole little Dom Kennedy review or whatever, that they are quite often looking at you with trepidation. They're speculative and they're not sure what they think of you. Because yes, you did try to pull a move on the ops. I'm the op. I'm the big op. Op 22. Right, sure. But you also, from the perspective of an up-and-coming content creator in Los Angeles, you basically created a scenario that caused a lot of different young black content creators in the hip-hop space to miss out on a bunch of money. Now, from my perspective, not really a bad thing. I feel like I saved money. I cut down on a lot of expenses. And at that time, cutting down on expenses was probably a good idea for us. But the fact that Dejan would brag about pretending to get shot and then also causing a bunch of other fellow young black content creators to lose their jobs, I mean, that is some Hitler shit. Like, that is some real deal, deep, evil behavior. I mean, that's shocking. That is really something that makes you stop and pause and think, holy shit. Maybe this guzzler is a bad guy. I don't know. It's just an idea.
Story. So at that point, I had to forgive Adam and then excuse myself out of those group chats and all that shit of me helping Dejan find a way to resolve the situation. You get what I'm saying? These niggas just want to see No Jumper fall apart because they left.
Yeah, they've been going at it, man, for a while. They don't really seem like they have any chance of resolving their issues.
Resolving is one thing, Cam Capone, my little friend. Oh my God, don't make me play Cam Capone Rialto City. My favorite fucking banger of all time. I love Cam Capone's music career. I haven't had any sort of communication with T-Rail, Smack, etc. But there are members of that side who I've in some way brokered some sort of unofficial truce with. So from my perspective, really not something I'm interested in using for content at this point. I'm really like happy to just kind of let it go. You know, I see the Rory and Malls and the Joe Buddens continuing to throw shade at each other over and over and over. And at a certain point, it's just like, Jesus Christ, I do not fucking care at all. Adam, you know that Loose Cannon King Yella clip is viral. Where do I see that? Where do I go to see Loose Cannon and King Yella?
Especially like T-Rail and Smack versus like AD. I don't really see Adam and AD going at it as much.
Well, you got to think, T-Rail and Smack, they like ain't never had nothing else.
Adam, I didn't know Adam was quarreling with Cam Capone. I'm not quarreling with Cam Capone. That is a fake narrative. I'm just a big fan of his music career. Ever since I found out about his hit Rialto City, which I don't know that he really wants me to draw attention to that, but it's just like, it was kind of mind blowing. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up talking about that at some point.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, they from the trenches, they, you know what I mean? So they gonna put a whole lot of emphasis on certain situations. Like, that's some LA shit. Like, just keep poking at a certain situation and, yeah, nigga, bullying the situation and trying to see if it, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, they not thriving as much as they thought they was gonna thrive too, leaving No Jumper.
Brick, you said it. And, you know, it's not like I want to use that. It's not like I want to use the fact that AD and T-Rail have, you know, let's say not exactly taken the world by storm in the same way that they thought they were going to do when they left No Jumper. I don't want to like use that to tell current hosts, hey, don't leave because it's hard to make it without the cushioning of a big platform like No Jumper. I don't want to create that kind of narrative. But it's hard not to draw that narrative that, you know, it's hard to create your own platform. And it's definitely hard if you want to make it like a direct No Jumper competitor / clone. And you got to consider that they might have been kind of oblivious to it when they left, but No Jumper's business model early 2023 when they left was already kind of in a state of decline. We were already at a point where behind the scenes, it was starting to become clear to us that it probably would make sense for us to spend a little less on talent. It would probably make sense for us to, you know, let some of the employees go. We had become kind of overstaffed. I don't think that they necessarily realized that. And it all goes back to the pandemic. Like when the pandemic was going crazy, numbers were up across the board. That effect had basically like fizzled out by the beginning of 2023. And so we were starting to get back to what would appear to be more like normalcy. A little bit less views, a little bit less money to go around. And they kind of chose to leave at that time. So they were kind of like riding the wave of the pandemic, and then they left. And at that, and they were cushioned and supported by the fact that they had all this like anti-No Jumper hype or whatever. But then that kind of subsided as well. I don't know exactly what the details of it are, but I did see something in the Reddit about T-Rail possibly moving back to his old Back on Fig streaming setup in his own home, which is really, really interesting because that would suggest that Sorella maybe is not going to have that same warehouse space anymore. I don't know why else he would be possibly returning to the old Back on Fig spot. I don't wish that upon him by any means, but it's possible.
You know what I mean? Like, they not paying none of their employees. They not. It might look cool, but like in all actuality, like they getting money off of donos. They probably make more money off of donos than they do off of views.
That's another thing. Good point, Brick Baby. He doesn't even know about this, but before those guys left, them being the underdogs and them being, you know, the fan favorites, they were for sure making a shitload of money from donations. And especially during the pandemic era, there was a lot more donation money to go around. People's PPP scams, definitely some of that was going to them. Now, I've seen it. There are websites, I'm not even sure which websites they are, but there are websites that basically like chart how well streams are doing in terms of super chats. And for sure, I've seen posts in the Reddit of people kind of drawing attention to the fact that the super chat money ain't exactly as crazy as it used to be. So it honestly, it might have been like 10 times what it is now a couple years ago.
What do you mean by donos?
Donations.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying? Like, they fan funding go crazy. I was over there, but then, like, what does that say about, like, y'all talking shit about me and saying that I'm not, I don't know if y'all saying that I ain't supposed to be there due to talent purposes or whatever. First of all, I'm 10 times better a conversationalist than any one of them dudes over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm well versed. I'm way more than 10 times educated than you dudes over there. And the type of content that I'm trying to do and all that shit, like, it has nothing to do. Like, I didn't come in the game trying to be an interviewer, all that. I'm just trying to preach the real to the real, have real conversations. I don't really want to go into detail of questionnaires and all this type of stuff. You get what I'm saying? Y'all not better than me at what I do. Hint, the most views that y'all ever had on fucking Back on Fig was with the Brick. Have you?
As we previously stated, this is not technically correct, but in the last 6 months, their episode with Brick Baby was the most viewed episode, and the only ones we can do the science on an even more extreme degree. Let's do that. We go back in terms of like all time views. Let's do the science. We go to live. We go popular. Obviously, Schoolboy Q is number one. I don't know why this one would have so many views. Are we using gay people for clout? I don't really necessarily understand, but that has nearly 800K. This one, episode 38. Keep in mind, these are quite old at this point. Episode 38, 473K. Big giveaway today. I would say that this is maybe like one of the worst titles, but for some reason it has like 400K. You really see that a lot of these with the Apollo involved. Shout out to MacWop. One day, MacWop and I shall collide on stream or something, and that would be interesting. MacWop, certainly one of the more talented guys to have emerged from this whole little ecosystem. I don't know what fucking T-Rail and him got going on. It seems like they have some kind of issue. I haven't really tuned into the content so much. But, like, you know, they got a couple more. 300K, 350, 324. Most of these are not really, like, guest driven so much as like MacWop driven. Like MacWop is kind of, damn, that's actually crazy. MacWop is kind of like in all or most of the best performing content. Look, 1, 2, 3. He's in this one too, even though he's not really, or I think he is at least. I remember MacWop being on this Schoolboy Q one, even though I didn't watch it. Also, could this thumbnail be any worse? This is just my perspective. You got your most famous guest you ever had, Schoolboy Q. Why do you put him in the back? Why do you put Heather in the thumbnail at all? Why is Keem in front of Schoolboy Q? This does not make sense. Schoolboy Q should be front and center in the thumbnail, and then maybe stick Heather and T-Rail on each side of it. I think that would get the point across a lot more. To me, if I'm scrolling through the algorithm and I see this, even if I'm a Schoolboy Q super fan, I'm probably not going to think that this is a Schoolboy Q interview. That's friendly advice, so don't take it the wrong way. Episode 59, T-Rail. Okay, let's get right to the meat and potatoes here. Okay, it's not like the one with Brick is like, Why did this Vince Staples one do so much worse? Again, if you're going to interview Vince Staples, it's a very big name. You should probably put him like front and center in the thumbnail. Wow, actually, Almighty Suspect. Kind of, wait. Where's the Brick one? Oh, yeah, Brick. The one with Suspect actually has 2,000 more views than the one with Brick, which is interesting. All right, that's enough time spent on that.
You forgot the only time y'all seen 16, 17,000 live viewers at one time was because y'all had Brick Baby in the building, bro. Y'all done had plenty, X No Jumper, all type of shit, Schoolboy. Y'all never did that. You'll never be me, bro. It's facts. It's history.
It's
I'm going to tell you the difference between Brick Baby and a lot of these other guys, a lot of content creators. Brick Baby really been around that shit. You know? I'm not even going to say he did that shit. But for sure, he did a lot of shit in his younger days, you know? And so to him, it's like he's perfect. To him, it's nothing to have a conversation about somebody allegedly catching a body. Who gives a fuck? He was the body man. He was #1 in a hot body show. Pause. But, you know, he's been the guy up close and personal, all that shit. So to him, it's nothing. A lot of people who act like they're too gangster to talk about shit on stream are people who ain't even never did nothing. No shots, but it's a reality check. This is like, to him, it ain't nothing to talk about this shit because he knows that it don't matter if you talk about it. What really matters is if, you know, they could put a case together.
rough leaving a big platform. I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but I didn't have a platform before I went to this platform. I ain't no YouTuber. So, like, and I'm starting to be because I'm seeing that I can do this shit. But, like, you telling me that I ain't no good journalist and all that shit means nothing to me. I come from talking shit I talk shit, nigga. I pops it. I came from talking shit on Instagram to here, nigga. On the hood, I don't sell no dope or nothing. I still just talk shit every day, nigga, and get paid for it, nigga. On the hood, up your bars on the hood, nigga. You niggas made a whole career out of this shit. I work on Tuesday and Thursday, nigga. 6 up, nigga. Bust your back, Jack. And I live around the corner from you. You know that. We see each other at the park and shit all the time. So you understand me? Yeah.
Wait, you see T-Rell at the park? That's crazy. That would be awkward for me. Not like I'm going to think he's going to do anything or whatever, but that would be awkward if I was at the park and I saw him, because I'm assuming he's getting on the phone. He's rallying the troops. That's what I was worried about when I seen T-Rell at the fucking the award show. I wasn't worried about him doing anything, but I was at least a little bit worried about, like, oh, shit, is he going to put in the phone call? Am I going to have some large men waiting outside for me? Because I was butt naked. I always got something on me. But that day, I didn't have shit on me. I had nothing going on. Yo, I'm looking at Miss Maurice Hood, IBM. You know, you got a bunch of clips here about Loose Cannon and Whack 100, and I really don't know, Yella and Loose Cannon. I mean, I don't know which one you want me to watch. There's one right here that's 2 minutes long, 76 views. Is this the one you want me to watch? We're kind of getting to the end of this clip, so. All right, let's check this out. I feel like I got enough of the Brick Baby narrative there. Okay, here we go.
I will beat your ass in Vegas. I ain't never saw you outside in Vegas nowhere. Never. I never saw you nowhere.
I'm always outside, bitch. Nigga, keep playing, nigga. You a dog today.
Hey, yo, this was crazy.
You a dog today, nigga.
Hey, Luce. Last night,
stop playing.
Stupid ass nigga. You talking about the West on skis? I got 1 million bloods with me every day. You dumbass nigga. Fuck is you talking? And I got LA niggas with me right now from Memphis, nigga.
Wait, King Yella has 1 million bloods with him every day. I've seen him out in he's been here a bunch of times. I've seen him out and about in Vegas. This is the first thing I heard about some bloods. I'll be real, and I want that for him. I hope that he has strong blood backing, but wow, that's an inflammatory statement.
What you talking about? Fuck is you talking about, nigga?
I know
don't
niggas
mean
from
that
Athens.
everybody fuck
Yeah,
with
nigga.
everybody.
It mean a lot, nigga. He talking about neighborhood. What
Everybody
that mean?
fuck with that. If they from Athens, they'll tell you where we from. It's a whole lot of mixed crowds, bro.
Hey, listen, I know you, but he talking because he's talking about the West Coast, nigga. I've been on the West Coast since 2000, nigga.
But what
Fuck
I'm
you talking
saying
about?
is that was
Y'all
Ghost.
think because I'm from Chicago, nigga? My mama been in Cali since 2000, nigga.
Shout out to Kiddo Curry, Chi-Town Spank.
Fuck is you talking about? Hey, Flacco, that's
Hey,
hey,
I'm back up here, nigga. Where you at, nigga? I'm in
Hey,
Vegas,
get Kiddo
nigga.
up here.
Where you at, nigga?
Oh, Skeezy, meet me at the
Stop playing,
Durango
bitch.
right now. I bet you won't. I bet you won't.
You ain't on Durango?
You talking about, nigga, all that talking, nigga.
I'm on Durango right
Come to
now.
the Durango
Where,
right now.
nigga?
Durango right
Come
now.
to the Durango right now.
Who's
I'm on
can't
the
Durango
Durango.
Casino? You police ass nigga.
Hey, Wack, you know I'm on Durango right now.
Meet me at the apartment.
Meet up and fight at a casino is crazy. Like, yeah, let's meet up at like the most hot possible fucking location that you could ever go to where it's covered in security. Meet me at Durango. Wait, I mean, I don't know. Maybe like Durango is like a park or some shit. That would make a lot more sense. But meet me at the casino is crazy.
I got Airbnb
Durango right now.
Niggas doing talking, they ain't never shot a cannon. Cannon.
You ain't gonna leave, bitch.
Cannon. You
Nigga,
don't even shoot
neighborhood crib,
cannon.
nigga. Don't play with
Come on,
me,
man.
bitch.
You a loving hip hop ass
Last night
nigga. Go on,
in
be
Chicago,
Yeah, right. Shut up, hoe ass nigga.
Luce, you didn't hear what you
Fuck
just
a bitch,
said
nigga.
last night?
I'm not even banging. You said what?
I don't give a fuck. That's because
Chicago
y'all,
niggas
hey,
at
listen,
the
y'all
club
niggas try to
when we
play
busting out.
and get on here and
Of
do all
course.
that.
They was
Flacco,
saying
your
nigga
ass,
was
hey, Flacco,
goofy.
your ass a goofy.
Yeah.
You knew when you bought
Bro,
that page,
you
now you want to
goofy.
play
Shut
because you
the
got
fuck
niggas
up,
behind
nigga.
you.
Now you
Hey,
got
listen, every
every
dog
beat
got their
down,
day.
nigga. Don't play.
Wow. That was great. But what I really want to know about, I want to know about the Skinny from the Nine thing. So, all right, I may regret doing this, but let's begin this part of the stream. It's your boy Skinny from the Nine. Some have been noted as saying Skinny from the Nine might not actually be that skinny at this point. He actually looks like he's tacking on a little bit of weight. It's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, Durango is a main street and hotel in two completely different places. Okay. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Wax said you have a civilian on the phone. This isn't going to the street, so how did y'all press yellow? Okay. Red Bar is watching. I hope he is. I like Red Bar's content. I've actually reached out to him before about doing an interview. And then he made fun of me on his stream and said that he didn't want to do it. I don't necessarily know what me and Red Bar doing content together would be like. I would kind of prefer that he just continue to make fun of me from a distance. We needed AD and you collaboration. That's what Bay Area Crypto said. Me and AD. Could that ever happen? I would say that like certainly like more needs to happen behind the scenes if that were to happen. So I'm not really tripping about that. Apollo content is getting deleted if you post it in the back on Fig Reddit. I did see someone saying that possibly T-Rail's hatred of MacWop runs so deep that he's no longer allowing anything Apollo related to be posted in the back on Fig Reddit. I would like to suggest that to any MacWop or King Yella devotees that you will be welcome in the No Jumper Reddit. You can post about them in our Reddit. We don't give a fuck. I don't know why I would care about that. So if you have anything you'd like to say about those guys, feel free to post it in our Reddit, and I will let the mods know that's totally fine. Let's listen to what Skinny from the Night has to say. If you guys want like a short synopsis of how I believe this storyline is going to come together. Also, just so you know, I'm getting a haircut right after this stream, and I'm going to have them like, I feel like it's like too long in the front. I want it to like all be the same length because I feel like I'm starting to have like an Elvis style pompadour. Is that the correct hairline that I'm thinking of? I feel like it needs to be a little shorter. Anyway, okay. The gist of this, Skinny from the Nine, allegedly, Flacco bought one of Skinny from the Nine's Instagrams because Skinny from the Nine, to my knowledge, had like 2 Instagrams. I think they both had like nearly 1 million followers. And at one point, Flacco was suggesting to us like, oh, I'm going to buy one, which to me I thought was kind of a weird decision, but I guess that's like a cheat code way to get a lot of followers. But I believe that Flacco didn't pay him the money that he was expecting, and now Skinny from the Nine's upset about it. I think he's like having King Yella threaten Flacco. And then obviously you got Loose Cannon and Whack 100 saying they're going to protect Flacco. I don't know. Let's get into it.
Skinny front nine, big skinny, not the mini. Let's get right into it. All right, so I don't even know
Big skinny, not the mini. Just wanted to call attention to that.
where to begin this story.
This is also too quiet. I don't know if I'm really in control of that, but
This has gone so far and it's been dragged out of so much proportion. And you know, I want y'all to tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, okay? And please be honest, because there seems to be
begging for engagement. Chill.
some type of miscommunication going on. So, wow, like,
And I sped this up. This is on 1.25. I listened live, sent $5 and said, this brings me back to the OG No Jumper days. Low-key, I miss Adam playing Hold'em on stream too, but I'm probably a rare piece of that audience. No, trust me, I would love to be playing a bunch of poker tournaments right now, but that would make me like way less effective. So I'm just going to not do that and just focus on the content.
maybe like 2 months ago, I sold my Instagram page to Flacco.
Okay.
We settled on some money up front and a continuous payment for 12 months. We negotiated for probably 2 weeks. Within those 2 weeks, Flacco was telling me that he was gonna research, do his homework on the page, see if everything's legit, see if everything checks out. And if it does, he's in. We had another mutual friend involved, Creep Whack 100's artist. So Creep was like playing middleman in case Flacco thought that I would scam him. He had, well, you won't scam Creep if Creep's involved. And I didn't really have any, I didn't have any doubts in my mind that.
Wow, somebody said Tetris era. That was an insane era. 2019. I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do with my life, and so I was, oh shit, there you go. And so as a result, I was playing a lot of Tetris, getting some thoughts in. This is quite embarrassing that I wasn't showing this to start, but whatever.
That Flacco would scam me. It was more of like just like having my personal info on there, so I felt maybe more comfortable with somebody I trusted who was unbiased to middleman the situation. So Flacco comes back to me, says the page checks out. He wants to proceed with the deal. Cool. We do the deal.
Somebody said, why would we care about this? That's fair, but let's be real. Flacco, one of the more prominent No Jumper hosts of the last few years, Skinny from the Nine, not a No Jumper host, but a fairly well-known rapper. The idea that they have beef over Flacco scamming him for his Instagram that he bought from him, I'm sorry, I find this interesting.
He gives me the money up front, and he pays me the first month, and now it's the second month he didn't continue his payment. He said he didn't want to continue his payment because my page is a fake page. First they said it's a fake page, first they said it has fake followers. Okay, now to debunk the whole fake page thing, I've had this page since I was in high school. So we could go, I don't know, whenever the fuck I was in high school, maybe 2016, 2015. I had this page for a long time, okay? This is the page that I blew up in. Like when I dropped Love Blast, back when I was broke, go check the numbers on that. Those have like 40 million views, okay? If you guys know me, who is ever still a fan here and just followed my come up, then you'll know that when around 2018, 2019, I was blowing up, I was at my peak. My songs were gaining lots and lots of attention. I even got signed by LA Reid, okay? I got a lot of songs with millions of views. I've been posted on every major platform.
And for the record, just so you know, I was pressured by APG, which is a subdivision of Atlantic at this time. They were pressuring me to sign Skinny from the Nine to No Jumper Records, and I basically told them that I was not interested because, you know, especially at that time, No Jumper had a pretty strong image as far as, you know, SoundCloud rappers. Obviously, we were associated with people like Lil Pump, XXXTentacion, Juice WRLD, was pre-Juice WRLD, but, you know, they saw Skinny from the Nine as potentially having the power to be like the next 6ix9ine. I wasn't really a believer. As far as like a dude, he's a cool dude. I fuck with Skinny. Decent dude. I don't have a problem with him. We'll get into his clout chasing ways as the stream continues, but I got no problem with him. But we didn't get along for many, many years. I'll explain that situation if you guys really want me to, but it's a little bit too much.
I've been posted on World Star a bunch of times, Academics, No Jumper, on that aspect of it, and the other, and I've been on all major playlists on Spotify. So when you add all that up, my page, I was getting followers every day. Just even if you discover a new artist, if you're watching this and you discover a new artist that you never heard before, you discover, a lot of times people discover the music before they discover the artist. this is how labels work. This is why playlisting is a thing. This is why a lot of that playlisting and a lot of algorithm stuff. You'll hear a song you like, and then you'll go follow the artist. You'll go, oh, I never heard of this artist. Who is it? Right? So that was my case. A lot of people didn't know who I was. They just liked the music. So when people are liking the
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Skinny probably had fake followers during that era as well. Just because I know of so many rappers, including actual like popular rappers who are buying fake followers at that time. It seems almost impossible to think that Skinny was not engaged in the same behavior.
music, they're going to go search me up on Instagram. When they search me up on Instagram,
Especially since he had like 800K on his Instagram. I mean, and I say that as somebody who has like 1.5 million. It's like, do I believe that Skinny was half as popular as I was organically at that time? I want to be real with you, Skinny. I don't. I think that you probably were buying followers, and that's okay. But for sure, you were buying followers. It's just let's be real. You should probably come clean about that.
they follow. Now imagine this happening at an amplified rate, because now the song has 40 million views. So that means every day, thousands and thousands of people are discovering me, right? And then on top of that, I'm signed to LA Reid, and they do whatever labels do. A lot of people say labels pump their artists with fake views, fake likes.
They absolutely do. When I put out the TK and Block Boy record, which by the way, let's go. No jumper. View your channel. Videos. Popular. Look what number one is. 33 million views. This shit fake as fuck. This one, No Jumper, featuring TK and Block Boy, 22 million. This shit fake as fuck too. I didn't have anything to do with it. But I remember sitting at my computer when this shit came out, and this one as well. I remember watching the views and just being like, nah. I don't think so, bro. But I was like still skeptical at the time because it just didn't seem right. Like, why would Atlantic sign me and then buy fake views? Well, I mean, 33 million views, I guess, it probably did what they wanted it to do. So, but for sure, especially during that era and for sure now as well, if you get signed to a major, they're going to buy you a bunch of fake views to make you look more popular than you are. Yeah.
Fake followers so they can appear bigger than life and appear bigger than they are, even though they are gaining organically, okay? Don't get it twisted. Artists are.
This guy's commented, say so, saying, yo, Adam, talk about how we watched Brick get lifted off his feet in person. Number one, who are you? I don't know. I wasn't around for that. I was in the other room. Number two, I don't know who you are, so I don't know how you could have seen it.
Organically when they're blowing up in that blow up period. So they just want to amplify it to make it look better. Okay? That's really all a label does. If you're already doing something good, they're just going to amplify it. So it's impossible that the page is fake. It can't be a thing. So then it goes down to, well, you have fake followers. Okay. Nobody in this world has 100% real followers. Okay. Drake doesn't have real, 100% real followers it's just not possible. Kim Kardashian, anybody they're not going to have 100%.
This is a straw man argument. Obviously, we all know that we have fake followers. If I was to go look through the most recent 100 people who followed me, obviously a bunch of them are going to be weird, random bot-looking ass accounts. That's different than going on a website and buying followers, which is what we're talking about when we talk about people having fake followers. Like, of course, anybody who has any decent number of followers is going to get fake followers just because they're going to show up. But be serious.
Real followers. That's just the way Instagram is. You get bots following you every day, randomly. Then you have to take into consideration that, sometimes there's haters. A hater will try to sabotage your growth. Okay, I've had haters do that. A hater will. I'd seen people. I'd DMing people on Instagram before when I was blowing up. Oh, I'm gonna get you fake million followers. I'm gonna get you fake 200K followers, so your thing could look not real. Or I'll get you a fake 200,000 likes. So people do that. People do that to make you look bad or to make you look weird because that's what people do. So you got.
There's a guy I know who I actually saw recently, and I fuck with him. He's a good guy. He has like 200,000 likes on every single photo he posts on Instagram. To me, it is so unbelievably obviously fake. But, other people probably fall for it. There's probably girls he fucks that think it's real, and they're probably impressed. There's probably people probably book him for shows and shit that look at his page. They're like, wow, he's got 200,000 likes on his shit. He's lit. If you're doing everything else right, I get it.
Take into consideration to that. And then you got to take into consideration that when, like how we had in the previous discussion just now, that people, the label will pump you up with fake numbers. There's nothing I could do about that. That's a proven knowledgeable thing. Everybody knows that. That's
a proven knowledgeable thing. Skinny, nonsensical statements like that are going to hold you back in the streaming realm. We have to be efficient with our words. I'm sorry, but it's just the reality. Your sentences can't make that little sense.
And if they do it, they're not telling you they do it. Okay? Not hey, we're gonna get you fake followers. Now, I'm not saying that this happened. I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I'm saying I'm clearly just in the dark. I don't know if this happened. Okay? This is, if I had to take an educated guess, that's what I'm thinking happened. So then it goes to the point, well, okay, we can believe that, but the page is losing followers too. Okay? Well, everybody knows, once again, that when you create a page to a certain niche or theme, that when you change the niche or theme, people are going to unfollow. So with this case being, the theme and the niche is Skinny from the 9. So these are all people who've been following me over the years, from 2018 all the way until now. Okay? And those are the people they're following. So they're following because of me, being they're fans of me, or they wanted to see me, or whatever it is. That's why they're following. So if you change the niche and you change the theme, people are going to naturally unfollow. Okay? So people are unfollowing.
Okay, to be fair, this is true. So if a lot of people unsubscribed to Poetic Flacco's page once it became clear that it was not the Skinny from the 9 page anymore, I mean, okay. But what's more likely? Like, obviously the page had fucking fake followers in the first place. This seems kind of ridiculous. Like, is this really a 30-minute video of just pure gaslighting?
And now, when you're making it into a blog page and you're posting numerous times a day, you're going to lose at an enormous rate. Okay? You have to take that stuff into consideration. And then he said, well, they tried to say this, which was not true. They tried to say that the page is losing followers, but then gaining followers right back. Meaning that I've been spying on the page and I've been buying the followers back that the page lost. That just doesn't make sense. If we have phone records, if there's any way to pull up phone records or pull up bank statements or pull up anything, you'll never, throughout the time of him having the page and now, you will not find that one moment where I bought followers to replace the ones that were losing. Once that page was out of my possession, I didn't care about it no more. It's not my responsibility. The business is done, besides paying those payments that you have to pay for a year straight. Yeah, so why would I be doing that? Like, that doesn't even make sense. And another part of the situation is that was never even in. We made a contract, okay? We made a contract. Nowhere in that contract does it state, oh, by the way, if the followers are fake, this contract is a contract breach. That was never stated. So even more of a reason why I wouldn't even care if your page is losing followers or if it's not losing followers. A person would only care to monitor the page. Well, oh shit, if the page is losing followers, he's not gonna continue to pay me because it says that in the contract. Never said that in the contract. So why would I care? Why would I be spying on the page to try to make it look good? I wouldn't do that. It doesn't make sense. I don't gain nothing. I don't lose anything if it loses followers or if it appears to be fake, because that's not nowhere near in the contract. And you told me previously that you already legit checked it. Okay? So why? It just another reason why it doesn't make sense. And then he pulls up, they start pulling, he pulls.
I don't know who I feel less bad for in this situation, because I'm going to be real with you. If I had seriously given Flacco consultation before he made this purchase, I would have told him, hey, it's a very, very high percentage chance that this content or that these followers are fake, that the engagement is going to suck, etc. Because I've seen this sort of thing take place many, many times. Believe it or not, there's a lot of girls on Instagram who have 1 million followers who, if you were to really like dive into the likes and everything on their page, you'd be like, oh shit, yeah. She's got 1 million followers, but she's getting 4,000 likes per picture, and who knows if those are even real. So for sure, like buying a sort of scrap junker Instagram account and thinking that you're just going to rebrand it, not necessarily the best idea. And what Skinny is saying actually is true. As much as I think that Skinny probably bought followers over the years, those followers, once you convert the account over, it's not like the 100,000 or 200 or 300,000 fake followers that you bought. It's not like those are just going to go away. Those, I think over time, those tend to go away. But it's not like Skinny was like paying money to upkeep those followers, right? So if there is a big loss in followers after the account changes hands, I would say that the most likely reason for that is the fact that it has been rebranded. And when you go through your feed and you see Poetic Flacco and you never went out of your way to follow Poetic Flacco, you're quite likely to unsubscribe, to unfollow, right? That does make sense. Now, at the same time, Skinny from the Nine, you seem to have gotten into a business arrangement with dun 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 Poetic Flacco. Now, were you 100% sure that Flacco was going to take care of this business arrangement in an ethical way? I mean, Flacco's never fucked me over, but I've never really like put Flacco in a position where he could fuck me over. From my perspective, you probably should have got the money up front. Like, I'll give you an example. When rappers show up to a show, right? When a rapper gets booked to play a show, it'll be like, let's say they're getting 20 grand. 10 grand gets wired before the show. Then they show up to the show. You give me the 10 grand at the show, or I'm not getting on stage. But, I already got the 10 grand, so it's like if I don't get on stage, it's cool. It's whatever. It's just going to piss off the fans. That's not great. But from my perspective, it's like you thought he was going to pay your rent monthly for a whole year after this. When you don't have a friendship with Flacco, you guys are not buddy-wuddy. Like, you just don't. You didn't really have a reason to trust him. And you already knew that your account was kind of shady because you bought fake followers, I'm assuming, on it. Or at the very least, your engagement was dog shit in the first place, right? Nah, it's really tough for me to even decide who I feel less bad for. Because it feels like you guys are both really, like,
Some screenshots where that it has, like, the page has X amount of followers. It's at a high, it has like maybe 840, and then maybe it goes down to 820, then it goes back to 850. And I personally don't think that was true. I don't think that was true. I think those were photoshopped. Can I prove it? No, but that's what I personally think. And I think, okay, so hold on. So then that happens. And then we get into the conversation about, well, if you're not, and then another thing, he's like, oh, well, a lot of that, when I go to the demographics, the page is all Indian. Indian being like, well, not all Indian. Indian being number 1. And then maybe I think United States number 2 or number 3. Shit, maybe number 4, honestly. United States, I think it measures it by 5, right? So maybe United States was, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe United States was like 4 or 5. So with that being said, everyone knows that India, people buy followers. When people buy fake followers, that it's going to say India, right? So
that makes sense to me as well. Yeah. So for sure that account had fake followers, and wow, you know what? Maybe to some extent, Skinny didn't even know that the account had fake followers. Maybe to some extent it was just like the label buying fake followers. For sure Atlantic would do that. Or he wasn't signed to Atlantic. He was signed to L.A. Reid. For sure, L.A. Reid would do that. For sure, that was part of the business that they were running at that time. I remember when I used to pay for Facebook ads on my BMX Facebook account. I used to pay for ads, and it would be like nothing. I'd have it spending like $50 a week, and we would gain a ton of followers. But then when I would go to look at the geographic area of where they were coming from, it was all Mexico City, which was very confusing to me because I'd be like, I know where people ride BMX bikes. It's not an overwhelmingly Mexican thing. It's not like in Mexico, BMX is that popular. Now, it could be that like, random Mexican people are down to subscribe to a random BMX account just because they want to see some cool tricks or whatever, sure. But, that like the fact that the followers were like number 1 from India, yeah, that's a dead giveaway, Skinny.
So India being number 1 is a red flag.
Yeah. Wait, how are you going to talk your way out of that? Because you just acknowledged that it's a red flag.
Now let's get into this conversation then. 2017, 2018, I was on the top of my game, right? So we could agree that even if we go back, if we go back, if anyone wants to research this, Social Blade, whatever you guys want to look into, go ahead. If we were to go back and check 2017, 2018, United States would be number 1, right? I had everybody listening to me, right?
Did you? Okay, this is where we're really running into an issue right here. Skinny from the Nine is trying to like rewrite history and act as if he was at one time like Lil Pump or Juice WRLD or etc. Like he was really, really popular at one point. Not really. Let's be real. We all lived through that era. We all remember Skinny from the Nine being around. We remember him hanging out with Soulja Boy. We remember him hanging out with Famous Dex, whoever. He's hanging out around me. It's not like he was like really popular. It's not like he actually had like big hit songs. So whatever narrative he's saying here, like, oh, of course I had followers from India because they were tuned into my music that was really popular at that time. Like, bro, no. Like, I lived through this era. I remember. Just no. You were not. Your music was not that popular.
Clearly, this is true because all my views, everything. Okay, so United States will be number 1 in 2018, 2019. Now, let's say India is number 5 at 2018, 2019. Please try to follow me. This could get a little confusing.
I've looked at where my traffic comes from on No Jumper all the time. Guess what I've never seen? India in any significant portion at all.
So if India is number 5 and United States is number 1 at 2018, 2019, meaning that everybody in the United States is listening to me. So that's why I would be.
No. Everyone in the United States was not listening to. Not even 1%. Not even like most of the rap fans. Like Skinny. Like, this is not me bashing you. But Skinny has gotten so used to telling this fake version of reality as if he used to be this like really popular SoundCloud rapper. No. I mean, most of us watching this were alive during that era. No.
India being the lowest, right? And then now you fast forward to today, United States is maybe back to number 5. United States is number 5 and India is number 1, okay?
Yeah, because the fake followers are still around and the real ones, I mean, there was never probably that many real ones in the first place, but.
So India being number 1 is so weird because that's fake, because why would India be number 1? And you know, that's the number 1 place where people get fake followers from. It's going to say India. Okay. But I was being viewed and listened to all around the world.
Have you ever seen what India actually looks like? Have you ever seen the videos of people like rioting and attacking each other with poop? Now imagine there being a Skinny from the 9 show right in the middle of that. And I'm not being racist. This is like a real problem in India. There's like people shit outside and they don't even wipe. Not everybody. A lot of people in India are not even wiping their asses. Imagine listening to Skinny from the 9 and not wiping your own ass and taking a shit in public. I don't think that's happening that much. Shout out to India. I don't think that's happening that much.
2018, 2019. So that means if people aren't listening to me today in the United States because of politics and because I'm not hot anymore, mainly because of politics, right? Snitching and getting beat up and all this other stuff, United States lost interest in me.
Snitching and getting beat up. Okay, this is another way that he's seeking to reshape reality. He's acting as if the snitching allegations and the getting beaten up thing like massively impacted his popularity. Like he was so popular. No, you weren't that popular in the first place. And then those things happened. And like any potential fan base probably then moved on. But it's not like you were that popular in the first place.
Every other country's still not going to lose interest if they know who I am already. India's not going to not listen to me anymore because I'm a rat or because of this and that. So naturally, United States is going to decrease. And the other countries are going to go up, India being number 1 to go up. So I say this, and they're not buying it. We're not buying that. Clearly, it's too much for the normal human brain to comprehend. But
put me in that category, yeah.
Famous. So you've never been famous, you've never been signed. So how would you even know what to look for? So then I'm like, all right, you know what? I'll give you that. Let's say we agree with that statement. Okay, India has fake followers. Let's agree with that statement for the sake of this argument. But if you go down to click back when I was broke and go check the reels, okay? Maybe there's 4,000 reels made of back when I was broke. A majority of them being of recent as of now. So maybe in the last year, maybe 2 years, that the most recent reels made to back when I was broke is from India. So now these are real people making reels to the song. Not everybody's gonna lip sync a song. Some people are dancing. Some people could be fucking walking. Some people are just showing their face with the song. Not everybody that makes a reel. I can make a reel right now. I don't have to sing the song that I'm listening to. Like, people don't do that. No one makes a reel. Maybe they do. I've never made a reel and lip sync the words. I do a reel and I add the song when I'm doing something cool or I'm walking. I'll sing the words to a song when it's a live audio. I won't have, like, if I'm in the car playing and the song that I like is playing, I'll take a selfie and I'll say the words. But the moment that I make it a reel and I add a song, I don't sing the words. I usually do that to like show something cool that I'm doing, right? Indians, you know, India probably a very poor country, no disrespect to India. So they're not gonna be doing a lot of cool stuff, but they're gonna show themselves. So if there's bought followers, right? If I bought followers from India, then that means there'll be a bunch of ghost accounts, right? Please try to follow me. This gets confusing. That would be a bunch of ghost accounts.
It's not supposed to be confusing. Most rappers where their primary fan base is located, it's not that confusing. It's not nearly as confusing as this. I can't believe this video goes on for another 20 minutes.
Right? So how are these people making reels to the song? If it's ghost accounts, if 4,000 people in the last maybe few months, I don't know how much is total, made reels to the song, then that's real activity. That's a real person. That's not a ghost. That's not a bot.
4,000 is an incredibly small number, both in comparison to the number of people in India, but also compared to the number of followers that account has. That account had like 900,000 followers. What is 4,000 people using it as a background audio on a reel? I don't know, man.
Well, then that's when they said, well, they're not singing the song, so okay. So that means it's fake because they're not singing it? Then they try to compare, you know, then Whack 100. This was all live too, but before the conversation was taken in private. But then the conversation went live, and I'll explain. So this was on the live conversation, and Whack 100 was like, Blueface is #1, and Blueface. Blueface is a bigger artist than me. So yes, today, in today's time, people are still listening to Blueface. 2018, 2019, when I blew up, there wasn't a Blueface. Blueface was coming up. I was leaving. I was losing my momentum. So when I was super hot, there wasn't no Blueface. So what does that have to? What is the correlation with Blueface? You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to explain. So with that being said, you know, everybody took Flacco's side and they all said, well, yeah, the page is fake because, you know, they don't understand what I'm saying. And then let's say I gave them, now let's say for the sake of the argument, I agree. Okay, you know what?
You're right that I would be more likely to take Flacco's side in this just because he's always been solid with me, and Skinny, I've always seen Skinny being a little wishy-washy and whatnot. But to be fair, I have been adjacent to Skinny from the Nine's popularity throughout his entire career. I've been observing, I've been watching, I've been very closely linked to everything that was going on in hip-hop. Do I actually believe that there was ever a time period in which Skinny from the Nine was this extremely popular rapper that would gain 900,000 followers? No, I don't. I'm sorry. I realize you were more popular at one point, but I feel like it was always really just kind of hyped up by bots, realistically. There was probably always like fake followers and fake engagement involved. And even from day one, when Atlantic was trying to get me to sign Skinny from the Nine, part of the pitch was like, look at this picture of Skinny from the Nine standing next to 6ix9ine. He even has the 9 in his name in common. And even at that time, when I watched the video, it became clear to me, like, oh, he doesn't know 6ix9ine. He's just like standing next to him in this photo. And that's why Skinny from the Nine was so eager to get tapped in with Shotty, and for Shotty to co-sign him and sign him to Treyway. Because he knew that if he could catapult himself from like fake botted fame to actually being signed to Treyway, that a lot of the fans would fall in line and be like, oh, okay, he's legitimately popular. And I'm just not going. I've been around this whole time. I don't think so.
Media is fake too. So now
I remember Skinny always having like a meme style level of popularity. You know, like it was never, look at Skinny from the Nine, no jumper. Look at this. This is more recent. Skinny from, oh wait, no, it's not that recent. Yeah. This was when we squashed our beef. Okay. Look at Flacco. I brought them together seemingly. 348,000 views. Probably interesting for people to see us together for the first time or whatever. Skinny from the Nine gets beat up in public. This was a bad look. Wow, I forgot about that. And then up till today, where like King yelling Skinny from the Nine, fuck no jumper. 34K? Dear God, that's dark. Skinny from the Nine calls in and confronts Lush for dissing him. Wait, but there's one I'm looking for. Why is this difficult? Interview. Maybe if I throw the word interview. Wow, why am I not able to find this? This is quite strange. See, like Skinny had to like fake date Alex and like fake beef with Youngboy and do music with Fetty Wap. Like these are the things that he kind of had to. Damn, that's his brother Josh, who's like, isn't he still locked up? I'm not going to go deep enough to research that. But look, this is my last thing I'm going to try before I give up on this. Skinny from the 9, no jumper, kidnapped. Yes. This is how I first interviewed Skinny from the 9. Skinny from the 9 on facing 30 years for kidnapping. Let me explain something to you. Wow. Look how much better looking he was at this time. It's like way easier to understand the idea of Skinny from the 9 blowing up when he looked like this. He has the feathered hair. He kind of has like a Justin Bieber. He's like a Hispanic Justin Bieber type look going on. I'm going to be real with you. Like, he was trying to get an interview. And at that time, like, there were so many sort of like imposter SoundCloud rappers coming out that I didn't really want to interview him. But then this crazy narrative happened where he got like kidnapped. And this is the situation where people say he snitched and shit. And so this is where this interview came from. What kind of shirt is this? 30 sacrificed by Satan cult. Satan cult is weird. It should be satanic cult. Whatever. The 9, fresh out the pen. What the fuck is going on?
I just came home, man. They was trying to give me 25.
Are you serious?
Yeah, first degree kidnapping.
So, oh wait, he kidnapped someone. He didn't get kidnapped. I don't care, but
India's fake. And what else did I say that would be fake? I forgot. So just for the sake.
Karma donated $5. Please pardon and unblock my friend altered content. I'm going to leave Sadie Perry to review and consider that.
Take an argument to play devil's advocate. We agree with all these statements they're saying. Okay. So, wouldn't that still mean that a large percentage of the followers are real? Oh, okay. If that was what it was. If we agreed that the label maybe pumped it, maybe, I don't know. If the label pumped it with artificial, whatever they do, and if all the Indian following is fake, mind you, but the United States is still number 2. United States is number 2 on my demographics. So, if the United States is number 2 on my demographics, wouldn't that mean that a certain percentage of the followers are real? Right? Yeah, that's exactly what. Wouldn't it mean?
I'm going to assume at this point that if he did have a point that he was going to make, that he probably already would have made it. So, Skinny, I'm sorry, but this is just bullshit. I don't really feel bad for you that Flocka ripped you off. Look at his other recent topics. Also, what is this with this hair thing he's got going on? Brick Baby said if Lil Durk asked, he would have dropped Quando Rondo's location. Okay. I love how King Yella has all these people convinced that they're going to be YouTubers like him, and that if you talk about like the most salacious shit in the media, that you too can be as rich as him and get 1,000 views per video. But then, you know, it's like the same mentality where it's like, oh, if you seem like a total fucking goofy, you'll get more views. If you talk about your ops and make yourself look like a total fucking moron, you'll get more views, which is what's going on here. This has 9,400 views. I want to see what he said about me and Lush.
They took the voice and left us with King Yella. I'm distraught.
Oh, I sound good sped up. See, this is the part that's confusing to me. Adam22 and Lush1 dissed me and King Yella. Oh, I guess like I dissed King Yella and Lush dissed Skinny. So that makes him titling this that way not totally absurd.
Yo, it's your boy Skinny from the 9. Big Skinny, not the
Keep in mind, I have this sped up.
mini. Back at y'all with another video. Smash that like button, like, subscribe, comment. Let's get right into it. Man, what a crazy week it's been. It's been a crazy, crazy week, okay? Lost my page, okay? Started beefing with the whole 100 ENT exposure. That whole started beefing.
Shout out to my man Danny from the stub. Danny, I got one of your videos on deck. Don't play with me. Look at my watch later tab. Bro, I live and die by my watch later tab. I already watched one of your uploads this morning, Danny, when I was leaving the preschool. I was dropping my kid off. Joe Budden exposes and checks Flip for bad episode, and Ian calls him out for his lack of accountability. Bro, Ian, if I was Joe Budden, I would be so mad at you. Because you are literally stealing his viewers. Because I would literally be watching this clip. No, the, what's it called? Improper improv. I would be watching that right now. Not right now, but generally speaking, I would have given it a shot and watched 40 minutes of it on my own time. But instead, I'm going to watch 2 10-minute videos that you have made about the situation. And then I'm going to not watch their content. There's really not the ideal situation for young Joe Budden. King out of West sent $5 and said, Adam, on Sharp's portrait, you are portrayed as Judah. Let's talk about that. Yeah. Yeah, you may be one of the many people who have noticed that. So basically, Sharp at one point he commissioned an artist, and I believe he paid this guy like $1,500 to create this giant sheet, for lack of a better word. It was like a big curtain, and it portrayed the Last Supper, which, if you're at all familiar with like religious paintings, Jesus right in the middle and then surrounded by everybody else, right? And I don't know that Sharp necessarily like intended for it to be this way, but I believe people have said that he basically put my head on like Judas's body, which would basically mean that Sharp kind of predicted that I was going to usurp him, which is quite interesting. But hey, I don't know. It also occurs to me that I don't really know how I'm going to. Oh, I guess there is an end stream, but okay. But anyway, yeah, everybody who's seen that picture that you're talking about, the Sharp commission, the $1,500 thing, everybody has been astonished by like the order of people on the Last Supper thing, because it's got like DW Flame front and center, which even at that time, it probably would have seemed like a safe bet that DW Flame was not like an integral member of No Jumper / his time there was likely to not have been a very, very long one, right? So there's that.
With them, and then to wake up today and to be dissed by Lush once again. Psych! You think I care? I don't care about nothing, bro. I don't care about none of that. If y'all don't know,
even though I believe you are the one making a YouTube video reacting to it. So saying that you don't care, like I believe that you don't care like about what Lush thinks of you, but also you, by making this video, are acknowledging that Lush is operating from a platform big enough that you sort of have to care. Okay?
Lush and Adam22 and Brick Baby, they dropped a song, music video, Free Dirk. It's currently at, where my remote at? Let's see that. It's currently.
We don't need you to tell us how many views it has.
How many views?
Put some fucking pants on.
It's currently at.
Do you have no sheets on your bed?
Let me see. Free Dirk.
This is low-hanging fruit. From my perspective, like I'm watching Skinny from the Nine sit on his bed. Okay.
Is that a flop, or is that performing well? Y'all tell me. I don't know. You feel me? I don't know.
Okay. I don't know what number he said, but I think it has like 70,000 views or 60,000 views right now. That is literally 2 times as many views in one day than your song about us has in like a month and a half. So whether it's a W or an L, you should probably also be acknowledging that this shits on the song that you made.
I know that when we responded with their first diss, we snapped. Okay, I'm not gonna say nothing about Adam, because Adam, I ain't got no problem with him. But Lush, you can't fuck with me, bro, in no way, shape, or form when it comes to rapping, bro. Like, we already proved that on the last diss. You feel me? And you know what I can say is I like what they did. The theme of it was cool. You know, like Free Dirk, and they had Brick Baby basically clear up the allegations about, you know, how they said that he had set up Quando Rondo. Like, that was clever. I like that. But bro, yeah, like Trap Lil Ross can't rap, okay? And Lush, you're trash, bro.
I'm sorry, Skinny. Trap Lil Ross and Lush are both better rappers than you. Skinny from the Nine, King Yella. I want to hear Lush's verse. I want to hear. Okay, here we go.
I heard he dissing, but he not outside. Lush, you a bitch, man. I heard you got robbed. You got fired by Adam, now you on his ball. If I really pull up, who the fuck you gonna call? Boy,
you know who could rap like this? Like, who could copy this flow? Literally anyone. And I realize that, like, a lot of people have never made a rap song, but this is much more clear to me now that I have actually made some rap songs. anyone could rap like this. Like literally, this is paint by numbers style drill rap. I'm sorry. This is just, it's just like, even claiming that this is indicative of your rapping ability, you picked exactly one flow that is the most common flow on any beat like this, and then you repeated it over and over. I mean, come on.
You're not better than me, bro. Like in any way, shape, or form. Lush keeps trying to, like, I don't know what he's trying to do, like ignite some type of rap beef, or like I don't know what point he's trying to prove. But bro,
that I can get behind. I do not understand why Lush keeps bringing up Skinny from the 9. There's actually, you know, there's even more unreleased songs in which Lush has taken aim at King Yella and stuff, and I'm kind of like, okay, why? I don't really know why, but apparently that's where Lush's brain goes when it's time to battle. When it's time to rap, hey, he's going at whoever he don't like. Fuck it.
You can't fuck with me in any type of musical fashion, any sort. I hope you know that. Do you know that? Okay. Ain't really much to say. Like, I don't even have a lot to say about it.
And that's why we're wondering why you made this YouTube video. Everybody watching the stream right now is wondering, Skinny, why did you make this video? Jordan the Goat 556 sent $5. You should RKO Sharp. I do not have any desire to do anything physical to Sharp, honestly. Like, let's keep in perspective what kind of beefs are what. When I beef with somebody, when I make fun of somebody on the internet, I'm not saying that I'm going to attack them when I see them. So if you ever see me in the same room as somebody I made fun of online and I don't do anything about it, please do not use that to say, oh, Adam22 is a pussy. Oh, Adam22's not standing on business. No. When I make fun of somebody, I'm just making fun of them. I'm not saying I'm going to beat them up. I don't really speak that language. Now, I'm not going to lie. There are rare instances where there's somebody who I actually consider a friend and we might end up into it. And there might be part of me that wants to slap the fucking shit out of them when I see them, but I'm not probably going to do that, even if I really want to, right? I don't think that that's where I don't want to get into a beef and then take it in that direction. I don't think that's right. That's not for me. If I'm criticizing somebody, I'm just criticizing them.
All I can really say is the video was dope. Like I said, the concept was dope. It's at 24K views in 7 hours. It's dropped on the official No Jumper channel. When I dropped on the No Jumper channel, you can go check Big Smile. That shit almost got like 1 million views. Actually, no, let me stop. Hold on. Let me stop.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
When I dropped on No Jumper.
What's it called? Big Smile?
Big Smile. Big Smile. I dropped on No Jumper.
Oh, be serious. These views are not real.
I dropped on No Jumper 5 years ago. It has 981K views.
990
so
comments.
Tell me who the people want to listen to.
Yo, Skinny, bro, like I wanna get behind you. I wanna fuck with you. But you're reminding me way too much of like a dude who, you know who was like this? You know that dude Hakeem who used to work at the store, who goes around acting like he used to be a No Jumper host, and he does interviews on Our Generation or whatever. That motherfucker used to he used to show us his football highlights all the time. Like he had them saved on his phone, and he would just show us like clips of him playing football in high school. I would catch him like showing random girls his football highlights, and I'd just be like, bro, are you fucking serious? You're a grown man. Move on. Nobody cares. That's what Skinny's doing right now. He's telling us about how many fake views a song that came out 5 years ago that I assume he paid for us to post this. I don't know. Like, look at the comments. Skinny from the 9 is so happy. I love it. I used to walk around with my head down. Now I walk around with a big smile. How can you hate on that? Are these real comments? Skinny dropping them. You know, I'm skeptical. I'm going to be real. I'm skeptical. Skinny up there with Uzi Vert as one of the most versatile and entertaining current rappers. Yeah, I don't know, man.
mean you do hella coke.
I listen to Skinny, not Lush. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't really know what to say. I thought I have something to say when I made this video, but I don't really have.
So I said, you act like you ain't proud of your BMX highlights. I bring up BMX every fucking podcast. Not really, because most people don't really know anything about that shit. But in no way am I embarrassed about my BMX part of my life. I bring it up all the time to people who have no idea what I'm talking about.
I have nothing to say. I guess this could turn into a thing where, you know, just I'm gonna be responding in the comments and y'all tell me like what y'all think. You feel me? I really don't know. I do know one thing though, me and Liella about to respond again, and we dropping on World Star. So now it's World Star versus No Jumper. King Yella, Skinny from the 9, World Star versus No Jumper. What y'all wanna do? Let's get it. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay? Then y'all tell me who's gonna do more numbers. And who's gonna be more fire. Like, come on, bro. I proved myself with the last song. Nobody was expecting that from me. But the people don't realize I've been could rap like that. It's just when I was coming up, that wasn't the music I was trying to make. I was trying to make music about, like, you know, girls, heartbreaks, and like, you know, chasing your dreams, motivation. I wasn't trying to really show my capability of like my mic, you know, my pen game. But it's there, okay, and it ain't going nowhere. So
again, he's talking about like the most generic drill flow imaginable, and then he's bragging about how many views they're gonna get on World Star. Bro, say what you will about No Jumper. World Star's a dead platform. 62K views 11 months ago. Skin from the 9 featuring King Yella. Look at this even. King Yella, the GD's song. GDK rapper diss, 171K. GDK is like the cheat code to getting views in the drill community. Let's be real. Also, he's wearing an awesome shit shirt. That was my shirt. I mean, let's be serious. I mean, this is a little bit more impressive. King Yella, Famous Rats, Gunna 6ix9ine, Real Boston, Richie Diss. I mean, number one, King Yella is a rat. Number two, Skinny from the 9. I mean, come on. This is what they think they're doing. They think that they're Slim Jesus, and they're just not. Okay, I still have to watch the actual King Yella thing before I can get done this.
All right, here we go.
To my editor, please clip these into separate pieces. I don't want you dropping any like hour-long clips, because that's boring.
So the culture vulture.
Oh.
The culture vulture.
That to me, when I hear people say culture vulture over and over like that, it's like, whoa, you're like genuinely impressed by being able to rhyme 2 words together. Like, you really think that that's a substitute for making a point.
16 and under level.
Okay. I love when he uses this argument. I have never been accused by an underage girl of doing anything sexually with them. He's on paperwork. He's a registered sex offender. Fact check me.
Undercover.
Go watch the 1090 Jake video about him.
Brother that rap about buttholes and transmissions and.
How am I an undercover brother? I am not black, and I am in no way undercover about my weird behavior. That being said, I'm not gay.
You even said something weird on the song with Big Sad. Sad got the video took down. But
that's not how that happened. Also, you look like you're falling apart. You look like your face is melting, and you look like you're made of Play-Doh.
Adam22, the cum guzzler, the put gerbils in his ass. That man with 15-inch swipes.
At this point in the video, it should already be quite clear that this guy has nothing to talk about in this video. He's already accused me of guzzling cum. What are we talking about?
Open up his wife, and then he got to take swiller pills. If y'all don't know what a swiller is, if you're a man, look down. If you're a woman, look at your man. That thing that he beat you down with is a swiller.
What? What kind of zesty communities are you involved with? Because I've never heard of this. A swiller? Can someone help me out with that?
But Adam be off a bunch of pills to try to compete with black men.
Okay, again, he's just making shit up. I've been extremely open about the dick pill thing. I've done exactly 1 dick pill in my entire life. It was a good time, I'm not gonna lie. But, bro, what are you talking about?
First of all, we done opened up the door and allowed this man, a biker, a skater, to come into our culture.
A skater.
Welcome him.
Our culture. King Yella. I am single-handedly 1,000 times more important and more impactful on hip hop than you. And I say this with full understanding of the fact that you are at least some percent African American. How large a percentage, I do not know. But the fact that you're talking about letting me into your culture when really a huge percentage of the people who know about you wouldn't even know about you if it wasn't for No Jumper. You are not the gatekeeper of your own community. You are a weirdo outcast of your own community. King Yella, how do you think black people perceive you? I don't even need to finish the sentence. You already know. Okay.
That's why.
And yes, what is going on with your face? It looks like half of your face is frozen. And you're still having to make YouTube videos with half your face melting off. This is a sad situation.
Don't welcome people with open arms because they laugh in your face and they play with you. And really, they don't even like our race. Really, KKK. Really, fuck these nigger. You know what I'm saying? So he dropped a song, Brick Baby, Lush. We already crushed Lush because he like getting hit in his butt. Adam and Lush be having sex.
I mean, it feels so below me to even react to this, but I guess this is like what we have to do to get a clip these days. But like, you're hearing what he says, right? Like, if Lush was getting fucked in the ass, don't you think that we would have already brought this up on the podcast? Don't you think we already would have made jokes about this? He just goes, Lush and Adam be having sex. He feels like he's just gonna be able to sort of like sneak these narratives through. Who are the hardcore King Yella fans that are getting fooled by this?
Got Lil Ross. You coming out here getting involved with this nonsense. You just, you know, I know y'all just doing content, but it's just certain things you do and you don't do. But I know you don't care. You make a lot of money off finna send somebody to jail with your content anyway. It's good content, but it's bad for the people. You put a very dangerous jacket on people.
Keep in mind, this is sped up. This is how hard of a time he has forming a coherent thought. King Yella, you were not meant to be a YouTuber. You were meant to drive a garbage truck. Honestly. Like, why are you pretending to be capable of this?
Have to live their life, worry about the police or somebody having to come back for them. Brick Baby. I really got too much to say about Brick. I know Brick just thugging and doing what he got to do. You did what I'm saying? But Adam, butt plug, Mr. Butt Plugs.
Again, scrambling, trying to think of anything to say that it will make any kind of impact here. Adam, butt plug, Mr. Butt Plug. Like, this is how his brain works. Again, garbage truck.
Diss me. And I guess the song was called Free Dirk. He's saying he OTF and all this. I mean, you know, the clout just be so crazy, bro. The clout be so crazy. He mentioned Schoolie G. Adam, I saw you on Billionaire talking about Schoolie G. Schoolie G told me he would never come on your platform. Never come on your platform and give.
Schoolie G and Remo have been texting each other nonstop. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They're making fun of you in their songs, Yella. He's making fun of you because you're a non-factor. You're like an old school drill rapper that people throw rocks at out on the street. Like if drill was a city, no drill city. If drill was a city, King Yella would be a homeless vagrant wandering the streets. Wait, I think I muted it. I did.
I'm gonna get anything, not even for some money. If you get him on there, then he lied to me. But I want to see you get Schoolie G on there. I think he might stand firm on that.
Imagine lying to King Yella. It's unthinkable.
How much you take our culture and then degrade us. This is Duck Mama.
No, I said she was a snitch. She filed a lawsuit against Dirk and Vaughn's estate because her son died, and then they made diss songs about it. I call her a snitch. Is that not, like, obviously she didn't snitch on the OTF situation, but obviously she also is not playing by the code of the streets. I don't think that's in any way controversial.
My problem be with Adam is the truth come through jokes. So people like, oh, I fucked with Adam hard. I couldn't wait to go on no jumper. I loved it. You know, I wanted to tap in.
And it's crazy how your opinion of me changed as soon as I started making fun of you and acknowledging that you were full of shit. It's crazy how, like, me saying something bad about you, like, he just devalued his entire fucking perspective on No Jumper. And he's too dumb to even realize what he's doing.
Then that's just like a lot of people like, damn, you see shit on the internet, then you get around people like, this nigga is really a weirdo. And that's Adam. They be like, okay, this content, but then if shit come back around that you really a yellow hater, and then you say my name, okay, but you're not saying my name because you want to put some money in my pocket. You saying my name because it's going to put some money in your pocket. It's going to, keep the content.
No, you are a snitch. So it's like, I just remember like why me and Yellow stopped getting along. It's like, I can't be an honest creator of content unless I'm able to acknowledge that you got arrested, not even arrested, detained, and you immediately began answering all of the police's questions. They asked you if Lil Durk was a BD. You said yes. They asked if Offset was a GD. You said yes. You sat in an interrogation room with the police on body cam and told them all of the different gang affiliations all over Chicago, even though you live in Vegas. It's like, we can be cool, but yeah, you're a snitch. What are we even talking about? How could you ever in a million years deny being a snitch? You are a snitch. Like, you are the definition of a snitch, and that's why everybody in hip-hop considers you a snitch. Skinny, also, you're in that mix as well. We don't even need to go into that.
Controversy going on, whatever. You did what I'm saying. You mad because I speak up as a man, and I don't just let you go in there and play with folks' name, my name. You mess with me, but you try to set me up. You got 600 Breezy and Nemo and all these niggas down there.
Right, that is the problem. I can't have a conversation with 600 Breezy, and then you come up, and I just act like your name is all good. It's not. You know? It's like, there's a lot of people that I do content with, and it's like, you know, I would still have to acknowledge that they told. You told. Like, reality is reality.
1090J trying to thinking they're exposed, they want to play with me to 10,000 different people that come there from Cali to Florida, study saying my name to niggas that don't even know who I am. So now I started to take it personal.
I don't think I ever brought your name up to someone who didn't know who you were, really. I mean, everybody knows who you are, and they all know you told.
You did what I'm saying? A lot of shit be like, damn. And everybody, why ain't nobody a fool to go on Adam platform and his domain while they check you and don't let you bring no pipe in there and hurt him, and then they pop you with something inside there. Catch Adam anywhere else by itself, you're going to get what he's looking for without that security.
Mm-hmm.
You be in the same places, facilities, and things.
Sounds good. You've seen me a whole bunch of times, Yellow, and I've never had security with me every single time I've seen you, and you never did shit, so.
Like that. And, you know, there's just a lot of stuff Adam said out of his mouth that he got to stand on, disrespecting Mama Duck, disrespecting me, disrespecting my cousin Amari Blaze. And
another snitch, Amari Blaze, who got beat up and stabbed by a group of girls. I only know this because she admitted it, but she got beat up by a bunch of girls and stabbed in Chicago. Like, what kind of content creator would I be if I didn't acknowledge that Amari Blaze told? Like, you're so grumpy about people acknowledging reality. You are a snitch. And that's okay, because I do content with people who snitch. But you can't deny it.
You just think it's everything fun and games. When the truth come through, like, this how you really feel.
Fun and games is a way better option than the truth. Like, you should be happy about me making jokes about your situation, because that's way better than the reality of the situation, which is you're a snitch.
You're really a sucker. That's why all the niggas leave your show. Everybody leave your show that see that you a hoe. The other people that they there because they using you. They want.
Imagine that. I've been doing a podcast for a couple years on No Jumper, but I'm going to leave because I think Adam's a hoe. Like, think about the type of math that's going on in King Yella's head at any given time that makes sense.
So content, they want to things you, and then you got people in your head making you feel like they gonna slide for you because you in Cali. You play with a bunch of Chicago people, but you do not play with Cali people. I ain't heard you just one California person. Then you got Lush on there.
What? Bro, if any blood or Crip did what you did, oh my God. Bro, we can all think of so many different rappers in California who have had their names dragged through the mud for stuff that is so much less than what you did. Oh, King Yella, please do not lie like this, please.
Rapping them, disrespecting Katie Bands, calling Katie Bands ugly.
I didn't do that. Lush did that. I don't co-sign that.
And just rapping like y'all from Chicago. Like, we so influenced y'all. Yeah, you put a couple dollars in people's pocket, but you get somebody $1,000 or whatever. Some people coming for free, and then you make money off of it. Like you did the thing with Oblock to try to act like you did something for the community. Really, you was in there trying to figure out, be cool, content, use, and da-da-da-da-da. Captivating, culture vulture, stealing, trying to fit.
He's calling me a culture vulture because I went to Oblock and gave King Von's mom money, a large amount of money. Go watch the video. I had a sponsor, but we did give a lot of money. He's calling me a culture vulture because I went and filmed a vlog in the hood, gave out a shitload of money, got love from all the people. Meanwhile, why does King Yella never go back to Chicago? Because they're going to turn your ass into a pizza puff. Yella, be serious. We know what's going on.
Figure out what's going on with our world. Of course, ain't nobody gonna come. You ask somebody on your platform, King Yella, ain't no nigga ever played with me. They can say whatever they want to say. Name one nigga that whooped me, robbed me, anything that you didn't talk to.
You did a peace walk. They shot you. They put holes in you while you were trying to walk for peace. Meanwhile, fast forward, J-Main, boom, he's in Oblock, getting respect from the real members. You got Pop just walking down the street.
I done been beat up before. I done been robbed before, but not from none of these goofies you done talked to. And that shit was so long ago when I was a child. As a grown man, nobody ever mushed me, pushed me, did nothing. And ain't gonna do it. You're gonna have to kill me because I'm really willing and ready to die for what I stand for. But this is what the goofy Mog had to say.
Did my man wrong, now I'm screaming free dirt. Now I'm on Lamro with my cannon hand.
We all know. We all heard this already. You really think you got to play it?
And now free perk. They took the voice and left us with King Yella. I'm distraught. I got no choice. I'm selling all these damn guns that I done bought. Screw don't like Mexicans, but I'm cool with Jose. Dirt tell me to catch a body.
Are you seriously playing my whole fucking song? Yella, if you claim this video, I'm claiming your video. And I know how to do this better than you. So let's play let's be gentlemanly about this, King Tella.
Yeah, you want to keep playing with Mama Duck. Keep playing with Mama Duck. Like, this is like...
The difference between me and him is that you can tell that I'm, like, I honestly don't give a fuck. I hope you guys don't think I do. He's really bummed. Like, he's sad. You could tell. Life has not been kind to this man. How is this your room? Look at other... Never give up. What? You got like a poster that like middle-aged moms put on their wall. What does this say? Learn from your past. Try your best. High five. What is this? What's it say? There is no I in team. Why do you have a poster with all of the most generic, positive, life-affirming advice imaginable on the wall? King,
and if Mama Duck did snitch, so what could she snitch on? She's standing on business.
He just admitted it. Yeah, what could she snitch on? Obviously, she couldn't snitch on Dirk. Duh. She's not part of his criminal conspiracy. But she did file a lawsuit that, realistically, if Duck was still alive, he would have not allowed her to file, right? No, nobody would deny that. If Duck was still alive, he would have never let his mother file that lawsuit. And she did it anyway. She deserves to be discussed as such.
For her son, as a mother, she got the right to do and whatever she pleased to do.
Again, retard opinion. Like, actually, in his head, it's like two pieces of wood being rubbed together trying to start a fire. Metaphorically.
Like how people, Adam could do that. He's a white boy. He has no involvement. But then Adam is inserting himself into these politics. And people is looking at us Like y'all letting this goofy play with us. Sooner or later, somebody going.
Sooner or later, something's going to happen to you. And it's not going to be me, but somebody's going to do something to you sooner or later. You know how sick of hearing that I am? Yell it. You're not like that. Shut the fuck up.
Playing. But the song, that's a nice song, man. Y'all, you know, I know what white boys do. They sit back and study the culture, especially somebody that was into BMX and skateboarding and tattoos and bald heads and acid and meth and heroin and coke and butt plugs. And
you are the drug abuser in the scenario, not me. Well, I did do acid a couple times. Heroin? What the fuck?
And gerbils up their ass and sitting there watching other big black men with joints this long gut out their wife. Lena, how could y'all even be married? Is you a wife or a whore? Is he a pimp or a YouTuber or a podcaster?
You remember when you were posting videos like crying about your girl leaving you? Guess what I would do if my girl left me? I'll go get some new pussy. Me and her both know that. I'd be having a good old time. Would I be a little bit sad in my feelings? Yeah, sure. But there's nothing that a little bit of, you know, whining and dining can't take care of. When your girl leaves you, you cry. Oh, Jesus Christ. He probably privated all those videos, but I was watching the videos of him talking about how sad he was when his girl left him. Jesus.
Can't possibly care about somebody when you watching them and sitting them and get paid to fuck. That's a pimp. But I don't know. You know, I don't understand. I'm not going to be with no woman that's taking, bro, she taking big black pipe. You
Wait a minute. I was trying to.
Not going to be with no woman that's taking, bro, she taking big.
Look at him. Why are you wearing a V-neck? Why are you wearing a stretched out V-neck? It looks like you put a pumpkin through this thing. You look like a coloring book. Yo, bro, I just want to say this. You ugly as fuck. Not on some regular ass ugly dude shit. You really ugly.
Black pipe, you come in, that little shrimp is not working for her. It's not what are you doing? You're not doing nothing. She faking.
My dick stands up and works on camera at least once a week, and it's out there for the world to see. You should buy my content. Onlyplugtalk.com. You could see me pipe, King Yella. I've got some doubts about how your wiener works.
Faking the whole shit. I found out, but no, like I said, fuck No Jumper, fuck Adam, fuck every nigga on that song, except Brick Baby. And let's Brick.
He can't even diss the song without dick riding. He can't even just like collectively diss everybody on the song. You think Brick likes you? Oh, King Yella, you are a naive fuck.
Brick Baby with the bullshit, but I know he ain't. Yeah, it's a nice song though. It's a cool song because you niggas are sitting back.
He can't even diss the song without saying that it's a good song. A lot of people are saying it's not a good song. You could have just said that.
And studying, taking our culture and winning off our shit more than we is, like the white man usually do. So it is what it is. It's your boy King Yella. Like, comment, subscribe, share.
Adam. Oh, it's Charisse and Loose Cannon. Oh, so this is Loose Cannon. Adam, he is a rat and a yellow sweetheart, and he ran when we said meet up. Loose, I believe you. I absolutely believe you. I have to go take a piss for the first time in, how long have I been on here? 3 hours? 2 hours and 40 minutes. I finally have to take a piss. Okay. They said I'm embarrassed in my BMX history. Never that. A couple years
The people hard?
Shit.
All right, we can do that too.
Probably. This for, wait. Shit. Oh, it's sped up. That's not good. Oh, that would have been fucked up if I made you watch it sped up. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Needs a little wax. Do we have wax? Damn.
There you go.
Let me take it.
All right.
Get that arm extension.
Appreciate you, man.
Oh.
That does not count.
Clean that up.
We're gonna have to clean that up. Ah! Ah!
Yeah.
All right.
Dang.
Before we leave the feeble 180 category, I got to do this one too, going up and across. Almost had the bonus bonk and everything, dude.
Dude!
Take it. Get it, Began. I gotta grind down that. So we're gonna do the other one after, yeah. I guess I got it, man. Can't pussy out for 3 million subscribers.
Anybody got something on the down rail?
Everyone has a trick on the down rail.
Let's see.
If it's a little bit bigger, a little bit longer. The flat out crook too. Just pop out the crook 180, the flat part. I'm gonna grind down this one first. I feel like I should grind up that little one too. This is actually really weird relearning all this stuff. Like, shout out my man Loose Cannon.
All right.
This was my first time riding BMX bikes in like, what's it say? For the first time in 3 years. I gotta like hit the quarter pipe or something. I can't like come down. So this was 2023 years? No, 2020. Oh shit. So this is like, oh, this is right before COVID cracked off. Damn. And it's fucking 4 years ago. I mean, I rode bikes like a lot around this kind of era, but then I kind of fell back again. As soon as I had a kid, oh man, that shit really kind of fell back. As soon as I started looking at it too, I started thinking this shit ain't gonna fly. What did I do? I just crooked it. Right? Come off the end. So dude, this park is still got fucking wrapping on it. Yo, I gotta come off the end of this rail. Look how skinny I was. Having friction. You know, a dentist canceled on me the other day. I felt like such a fucking loser. Skinny from the. I never even heard of that before. Do the crook. Just do a crook so I can turn this off. Why was I being a bitch? Just do the fucking crook. That doesn't scare me right now. I don't know why it would scare me then. I mean, it's a lot easier to say it. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I was trying to do a crook 180? Yeah, I don't think I was doing that. That would have been a little much. Right? Or did I do it? Oh! I did do it. Yo! I'll take it.
Dude.
Whatever.
I'm actually impressed. You held it. You held on.
Held on for dear life. It's like a fucking bucking bronco under my legs, man. All right. I earned the right to get high. Hell yeah. Gather around, kids. I remember this actually. I remember going to this skate park, and keep in mind, like, first time riding BMX in 3 years. I remember when I was leaving this skate park, that some kid, some microscopic kid, like a fucking 8-year-old or some shit, as I was leaving, he said to me, like, Adam, tell Lena to make some more pornos. Or something like that. I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy shit, this fucking tiny little kid just tried to get one over on me. Tell Leonard to make some more pornos. I couldn't believe it. Now I would be way less surprised by that. But keep in mind, this is like before the whole Jason Love thing, all that kind of shit. I was taken aback. You little brat. Sharp goes off on everyone. I don't know if I want to show this because I feel like he's going to be a dickhead about it, but let's listen in.
It's just me. I'll go against everybody, whatever. Shit, Sharp versus everybody at this point. And I know once I drop something like this, shit, I'll be waiting for niggas to like kind of respond and say, Sharp can't do this, can't do that. Shit, let's see. What niggas want to do? Anybody. Red Dude said in his business, why do you care how he treated you? Because you know what? Even when we was making better numbers, nigga, hey, my nigga, treat me the same as nigga, even if it was falling off, you didn't. Shit, it wasn't even falling off. You was already starting to be like, fuck you. That's how it was.
if Sharp has so much value, if I was criminally undervaluing Sharp's potential, why doesn't he just do whatever he thought that he was capable of? Why doesn't he just do that without me? Why am I even a thought? You know? Like, let's take somebody else whose name you've thrown in the trick bag here, Mike Malak. Let's say that me and Mike Malak had, let's say, super hypothetical, let's say I discovered Mike Malak before Logan Paul, right? And let's say Mike Malak was doing interviews and content on No Jumper for a couple of years. And then I had let Mike Malak go, or things didn't work out, similar to you. Let's say it just didn't work out. What would he do? He would go forward, start his own shit, find a home on another channel, and he would never look back because he's a talented guy. This is the problem with Sharp. Let me just get this out before we even watch the rest of this. Let me tell you this about Sharp. When Sharp was on Soft White Underbelly, let's do a little science. Let's take a look here. Sharp Soft White Underbelly. This is the one where I found him. 6.7 million views. Goes on again. 4.3 million views. Goes on again. 1.3 million views. This is all before the conversation with a pimp. 1.3 million views. I didn't even realize he did this many appearances. Then he comes on No Jumper, right? 2.4 million views. Then okay. This is the first one, at least that I remember. Sharp spazzes out on New School OnlyFans pimp in front of his girl. 4.3 million views. Sharp tears into wannabe pimp for disrespecting the game. 5.2 million views. A lot of this stuff doesn't exactly show up in order when you search for it like that, but, you know, this one. This is like the full-length one of this. Sharp gets frustrated and ends porn star's interview early. That shit had like 1 million views. Shit with Kazumi. There's way more like this. Look, Sharp and... Oh, this is the reunite. This is where they reunited. Only had 500,000. But the one that they did initially, this is me, him, and Blue Jasmine. 2.3 million views. There's way more, too. I don't even remember this one. Tatiana Vidalia. Oh, yeah, this is like his homegirl. Even this did 400K. This was like a girl that he just like knew from the scene. Sharp with Kazumi and Emma Magnolia. 2 million views. I say all that to say, the problem is Sharp started to believe that he was a 1 million view guy. And I'm sure you can all guess what I think of that. You know who's a 1 million view guy? Charleston White. And even him, I'm not going to go into full detail about this, but even Charleston White interview. I'm going to go into full detail about this. Look, Say Cheese, 1.4 million views on an hour and a half long Charleston White interview. Okay, fair enough. Danza Project, 9 days ago, 293K. I'm saying he's a 1 million view guy, but look, 9 days ago, 70K on some random channel, M3S3. I don't know them necessarily. 4 weeks ago, Bad Speakers TV, 619K. Not exactly 1 million, but pretty close. Danza oh, that's Lil Woody. Never mind. Look, even no, that's never mind. That's Lil RT and Lil Woody. Why are they doing a 20 versus 1 together? Oh my God. I say all that to say, even somebody as huge as Charleston White gets 1 million views quite often when he drops with Sean Conn, right? That's kind of like his home channel since he doesn't really have like a main channel for himself anymore at this point. Being a 1 million view guy is serious, right? You know, and sometimes it's like the context, because like I went on Flagrant a couple of years ago, boom, we got 1 million views, 1 million plus views. Somebody like Academics, I think his first time on Flagrant, he got 4 million views or some shit like that. It's like a lot of times when like you could be someone who's famous, like me or Ak, Vlad, etc. You go on a platform, you can get like millions of views because they are excited to see you and the hosts of that show together, right? But like I'm not under the illusion that I'm a 1 million view guy. I know I'm not going to go hop on somebody's podcast and they're going to get 1 million views unless they're so big that people are excited to see us together, right? When Sharp was going on Software Underbelly initially, he was getting millions of views because he was interesting, but not in the way of like, oh, we want to watch this guy every day for the rest of our life or even multiple times a week. No, he was interesting in the sense of like, whoa, this is like a real scumbag fucking pimp dude. He's interesting. But, you know, ultimately, it's like, are these really your fans? I mean, I don't think so. Then he goes to No Jumper, starts doing all this content with, you know, the Kazumis and the Blue Jasmines, et cetera. The world starts doing millions of views, right? Because people are interested to see him having conversations with girls. But then even beyond that, like I could play you any three. Watch this. I could play you any tiny little chunk of this Sharp Big Chutch. I'm gonna just pick
Nice
a
to meet you,
random
baby.
moment. Look,
You was telling her to
Ask me
snag a
something.
business from a
Ask
nigga.
me
That's all you
something.
said was to
I just
snag a
told the
business
bitch,
from a nigga.
why are we even
That's all
listening?
you said.
We're gonna pivot now because see now you're starting to. It seems
If I
like
was to be
did the
talking
bitch
to the
send
bitch in
you?
that way,
Did
no,
the bitch send
not
you?
at all.
I'm trying to figure out the Blue Jasmine. Hey, Laura, is Blue Jasmine?
I told you
I'm
about
just
the
looking at
digital
you
pivot.
funny.
Cause you ain't letting niggas say shit.
You ain't talking
all
about
you do is
shit. I
ask
just
shit
want
and then
the-
make personal
want the
attacks.
bitch.
All I'm
She
doing is
mad.
saying
She
it for
don't
what
even
it,
wanna
and now
be
he
here.
see,
Baby,
and
I'm
now
so
he's not gonna
sorry
talk
for
to
you.
me.
Hey,
See,
mama.
now he's not gonna.
Hey,
See,
bro.
and whenever you
I
confronted with
apologize.
what
I
the
ain't-
fuck you
gotta
do,
deal with this every
like even in this like random little chunk that we just picked up, he just like explained the whole deal. Like, yeah, you're doing personal attacks and you won't let me talk. Like we just randomly picked a moment in this that he's like making more sense than Sharp.
whenever you get,
I do.
whenever
Hey,
you
mama,
get from,
when you want to get about them rainy days, when you want to get about them rainy days and get away from that bullshit.
Oh, it's sunny.
And somebody,
It's sunny every day.
somebody gonna show you.
Like think about what he's even saying. Like she, at least based on what I remember, she was like reasonably successful at this point on OnlyFans, right? She was like, I don't know, probably making like, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50K a month off OnlyFans. And this guy, Big Church, is basically like her OnlyFans manager, right? Sharp is telling her that she could be more successful if she came to him and became a streetwalker. Who does this make sense to? Let's say hypothetically this was your daughter. Would you rather she be with this guy who, granted, you know, he's got the cringy Versace shirt, he's got this weird flat top. I don't really understand this aesthetically or culturally, right? But, you know, he's the OnlyFans pimp. He's helping manage her OnlyFans. I mean, it's like a valid occupation. This is basically what I've done with girls in the past. It's not inherently predatory. And then you got this guy telling her that she should give up on all that to come walk the blade. He's like denouncing OnlyFans management, which like, okay, sure. But you're not really like making a better pitch in comparison. You're basically just telling this guy that he's a loser because he's managing OnlyFans, and you're telling her that she's a fucking idiot for not walking the track for you. Come on.
Forcefully shook my hand, gang. It was after that Vlad shit.
I love that his editor, to be totally fair, my editor should be doing this as well. His editor will take the massive gaps in his speech and edit them out. That is valuable. Because this motherfucker on stream, from some other clips I've seen, he's not terribly like respectful of your attention span. He'll say something and he'll sit there, smoke a cigarette, sip his drink. 45 seconds later, he says something else that's like almost identical to the thing that he previously said.
Maybe even conversation, bro. That nigga took a whole turn. So that's hard to talk to Sharp. Nah, nigga. I'm getting into it with niggas that you really fuck with. You probably hated I got into it with Academics, homie. Yeah, you say you called yourself staying out of it, but you only did that because I was actually making, nigga, we making guap. Straight up. And you still had a respect for it. You stopped respecting me with that bullshit ass bitch. You got mad at me fucking these bitches or having these bitches or whatever the case may be, bro, because I noticed once you even said, you was like, hey, I'm tired of Sharp having action or getting these just that I've been wanting to have that, nigga. After that, you really took a turn.
There was never a moment in which you ever had anything going on content-wise that I was in any way jealous of or envious of. He is right. He is right about one thing. I was not happy about Sharp going to war with Ak. You want to know why? Is because you are so not on academics' level of conversation and analysis that I already knew you were destined to lose. I knew you had no chance. Duh. You can barely fucking speak English, never mind string a coherent point together. Why would I want to see somebody who's on my team, who I'm keeping around, but I'm not exactly 100% confident in his ability to defend himself with words? Why the fuck would I want to see that person go to war with somebody like Ak, who at the time I had a strong relationship with? Well, we're still cool, but like at the time we were in a good place. Why would I want to see you choose that battle when I know that you don't, it's not going to go your way? I was looking out for you. The same exact reason why I didn't want to DM Drake. I was looking out for you. I knew you were going to look like a fucking moron if I hit up Drake and said, hey, did you really shout this guy out in your song? If I had asked Drake that at the time, he probably would have not responded, and that would have left everything kind of, you know, we wouldn't have had a definitive answer. But, oh, the reason why I was talking with Charleston White before and stuff is because Sharp had this artificial boost on the Software Underbelly channel, and then he had another artificial boost from yelling at girls, right? And once that hype subsided and he started trying to basically do what I was doing and, like, you know, just have regular sit-down conversations, he ceased to have any sort of heat around him. He had no ability to draw in an additional audience, which is clear because when you look at his streams and the number of views that they do, it's not terribly impressive, right? He hates that. He can't deal with the fact that he's not a 1 million view guy. He's not even an 100,000 view guy by himself. And he hates that because during that Software Underbelly part of his life, like, think about how, go back and watch my first interview with Sharp. He was happy, sunny, cheerful. There's so much distance between that and what you see now from him. You know, it's just not even close. And it kills him. It eats him alive that he once was able to consistently bring in a large audience and that audience has moved on. But the thing is, everybody from me, Andrew Tate, Myron, Brian from whatever, etc. We've all done a style of content at one point, and then at one point realized, oh shit, this is running a little thin. Myron clearly has kind of realized, oh, like the number of views that I used to get by just bringing 8 random girls together and yelling at them, it's not quite what it used to be, right? But Myron is a smart guy. I may disagree with him on many, many things politically and, you know, socially, but he's a smart guy and he's able to pivot. Sharp, no such indication.
You ain't want to listen to nothing I had to say, homie. If I'm saying anything against the grain or that I feel like made this situation better, he ain't give a fuck. That nigga was mad about them bitches, man. This thing over here talking about, oh, Sharp showing me, you know, he fucked this bitch, yeah, that.
He's mad about the bitches. Like, does anyone find this compelling in any way? The idea that I would be, like, mad about what? About girls? Like, what do you... all the hot chicks that you had on your stream were chicks that I got for you. I fed you, Kazumi. I fed you, Blue Jasmine. These are all relationships that I had. Even the hottest chick you ever had sex with in your entire fucking life, damn homie, I served her up to you on a fucking platter. I'm the plug. Plug talk is it's an easy metaphor. I don't even have to do it.
That bitch, nah, nigga. I was just showing you, nigga. I was having the bitches that you really wanted to have at Buster.
I fed them all to you, and everyone knows it.
That's all, and you couldn't even accept that, nigga. You was really mad.
What evidence is there that I was ever mad about this? It's like he thinks everybody is this stupid that they're gonna fall for this shit.
You really didn't want to have them bitches. You didn't pay for a lot trying to have bitches.
Everybody who's familiar with my Plug Talk business model knows that I don't pay the girls. It's all content trade. They do it just for the clout. And we monetize it and they monetize it. But I don't pay them. This has been very established.
Man, what? They've said it too many times. Hell, you just said on the last one, like, I would have fucked that mommy. Yeah, we all would have fucked that mommy. We all, nigga, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. And I'm sitting over here treating it like I'm supposed to, nigga.
Yes, you're right. I would fuck her. But I wouldn't have ate my cum out of her vagina like you. I wouldn't have drank her piss like you. And I wouldn't have torpedoed my entire fucking life for her. Yeah, I would have been able to have a nice night with her. You know, we could watch Netflix, bang a couple times. That'd be great, sure. That's the homie. Damn homie. That's the homie. So it's like, sure, you know, on a purely sexual level, yeah, I would have been happy to drop some dick in her, sure. But you fucked your entire life up over this girl, and you're acting like I was mad. Do you really think that if I had told damn homie over the years, hey, me and Lena, we want to hang out with you. We want to have a little private off-camera threesome. I mean, I feel like she probably would have been, I don't know, actually. Maybe she wouldn't have been able to, I don't know how she swings. But either way, me and damn homie have a real, like, cool conversational relationship. You're obsessed with her. You drank her pee.
The bitch mad, so what? Let her be mad. You got held up on it, nigga, because it made you a little Peter hard, because you felt like, nigga, well, shit, I'm realer than Sharp. I got more going on than Sharp. Why ain't she fuck with me? Because you're a fucking nerd.
What? I introduced you to her, and then I never said one single thing about you. I actually remember at Katana him telling me that he was fucking with her. And that was the first time I realized he was fucking her. And I was like, oh, that's sick. You know, good for you. Because, I mean, it's not like we ever really saw Sharp getting pussy, you know? I am Luna Rowe. Shout out to you for the donation.
You're a nerd, gang. That's why.
I'm a nerd. You're so thirsty for pussy, and you're so hard up for pussy. It doesn't come easy to you. You want the whole... His entire identity is based around the idea that he's so good at getting pussy that it's just like easy. We know you. We've been around you in the office for years and years and years. We know how you act weird as fuck around random girls. He couldn't even be around the Plug Talk employees without getting weird. He only gets his dick wet in the shower. Why did you torpedo your relationship with Zam Princess? Because you pretended to be friends with her just to try to get some pussy. That's what simps do. They act as if they're cool with somebody for a long period of time, and it's all just a ruse to try to get some pussy. That's what you do. Not me. I'm happily married. I'm chilling.
Get your weather together, my nigga. What's wrong with you?
In order to be a Sharp fan, you have to be willing to be lied to in this sort of context. I actually never really even thought about how bad... Like, watching this is making me realize how bad this is in general.
She don't even matter, but it's like...
She don't even matter.
Mad about that.
No one's mad besides you.
You notice how everything changed after that once they found out I had that? Because Adam, nigga, you was having that bitch. You had that bitch around way before. She didn't want to do shit with.
Yeah, and I never. You can ask her. I never hit on her. Never tried anything with her. I would like say a little shit about her being hot or whatever, but it's not like I ever asked damn homie. Did I ever flirt with her? No.
Yo, bust her ass. None of them bitches do. Any of them bitches that ever came up there, I swear to God, homie, it's been 2 times. Had the fucking thousands since you put it around us, homie. I didn't even know I had to work around shit like that. That's what we're all doing. You gotta be working around porn shit, nigga. Shit, I don't want to be around that. When we up here supposed to be on a whole different mindset, but I'm being cool.
I don't want to be around porn. You're a sex trafficker. And that's not even, I don't know why that's so offensive to you. Like, if you were to be prosecuted, it would be for sex trafficking.
I ain't never seen you other than maybe once or twice in the last 3 years, dog. Had all the plug talks you ever do something without your chick, nigga. She set up all that shit for you.
Because it's a fucking business, you moron. And you're lying, because I obviously like go to these porn parties. I meet girls all the time. Just this last weekend. What was it? Thursday? We went to a porn party. Probably at that party, we were there from like midnight to like 3 in the morning. Probably I met like 8 girls where I got their Instagrams, got their numbers, and told them that we would tap in about doing content on Plug Talk. That's 8 chicks that I met that clear, bro. Like the level of famous that I am in those environments, maybe I don't draw enough attention to this. Maybe I should make it more like in your face and obvious. But like when Adam22 walks into the porn party, I am by far one of the most lit people in there, one of the most popular people in there, because everybody realizes that I'm a fucking clout opportunity, that I have one of the biggest platforms in the space. I'm not saying anything like boastful or contradictory or, you know, even interesting when I say that. The fact that you're acting, you know, if I brought you with me to one of these porn parties, nobody would give a fuck that you were there. You're not even known like that at all. Be serious. And then the small number of girls that I like introduced you to all thought you were a fucking weirdo because you're doing this weird ass pimp act.
In-house, nigga. She turned you into a professional dicksman, nigga. Straight up. You put cock where it's not. Buster, that's what you do. You put cock where it's not.
Look at him. Look at this guy.
Because she can tell you tomorrow, you better not like that bitch. You be like, okay. Just like when I told you don't call Tucker Church, you said, all right. When it comes to
Rewind the clip. Somebody go find that clip where he told me that. I would love to see what I actually said, because yes, I think it's goofy as fuck when you try to like gatekeep pimp terminology.
somebody having more authority than you, nigga, you turn it down. Stop it. Knock it off. Knock it the fuck off. Let's cut it out. I can dissect that whole situation, bro.
He's lost his mind. This is way worse than I thought it was going to be. Holy shit.
Then I really got a lot of respect for you, baby. And I'm going to be honest with you, because you know what? You was able to turn a nigga that was a hoe.
Lena will never see this. Or will never even... Like, Lena has no idea that you're talking about her because she's actually got, like, a life. But I already know this game plan. I already tried to do this to, like, Heather and T-Row many times. So it's not... You can't pimp the pimp, bro. I already know what this is.
I never, like, I just wanted to drop some music. I just wanted people to hear this shit, you know? And, like, music mattered to me, my nigga, like, more than what people even try to act like this shit do. So
I missed a call here. Maya, how you doing?
What's up, Adam?
Damn, homie, in the building. I'm assuming you're watching this alongside me?
I was like 5 minutes ago.
What is wrong with this dude?
He's a crackhead. I don't know.
You really think he's a crackhead? He doesn't actually do drugs, does he?
I don't know.
What kind of drugs?
No, I don't know. I don't want to get into all that yet.
Damn, I'm dying to know now. I'm gonna try to guess though. He doesn't seem like a cokehead. You think he takes e-pills or something? Like, why is he up till 6 in the morning?
I just know I couldn't stay in his house because he doesn't stop talking. Like, if you stay in his crib, you're not going to get no sleep.
I mean, to be fair, Brick Baby told the same story about how he actually like got into position on the bed trying to go to bed, and he like fell asleep for like 45 minutes and woke up and Sharp was still talking.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do it.
What do you like? How do you feel about him going on these long-winded rants about no jumper and well, okay, let's specify on this. He claims that my resentment towards him comes from the fact that that I'm angry because I always wanted you, and once you and him had something going on, that I was angry about it. How do you feel about that?
I actually reacted to this. Can I send it to you?
Sure, yeah, I'll watch that.
Okay.
Because, I guess that was the end of the phone call. Okay, whatever.
Oh, I wasn't trying to bring no trash, and if it was,
She's got to be with another dude right now. Normally, she's way happier to talk to me. For sure, she's doing something slippery right now.
all right, go ahead and whoop me, but I wasn't trying to bring no garbage. And I wasn't trying to bring no funny rap. Like, I thought when, like, niggas is beefing and, like, people bring up music, you're supposed to bring something that's supposed to be meaningful, like they can feel your spirit in the music. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, even who I picked to even be on this shit, I didn't go get anybody that anybody even thought. So, I think that even threw Adam off, too, and he tried to act like it didn't, but it did. It threw his ass off.
Okay, for the record, you got one of the least popular LA rappers, Spiffy Luciano, to do a song with you. And in Sharp's world, this really clues you into like how his main skill that does not seem to be working terribly well for him at this point, his main skill seems to be like telling people that things are a way that they quite clearly are not. Keep it okay.
Yo, shout out to Adam and Wax Show.
We're watching this next. But because what the fuck? I already forgot what I was saying.
He thought him and Spiffy was just supposed to be hella cool. And
Oh yeah, right. He thinks that like Spiffy is like a relevant rapper. Like I did a song with Big Sad. Now granted it got taken down because we were idiots and we didn't pay for the beat. But Big Sad, very popular rapper. Spiffy Luciano.
just all this extra shit, like, but like, shit, Spiffy knows shit. Even if you do fuck with you, nigga, shit is business. Hey, we know how to get this shit done. Shit, I ain't have to give him no money. Shit, he just want to be a part of the track. Because he respects.
He's got nothing going on. He wanted to be a part of the track because otherwise he would have been watching TV all day.
Like the nigga that I am. I don't play music, so like maybe that's why I didn't really fuck with all the extra shit. Like trying to make like some funny shit. Like you got a bunch of niggas on the roof shirtless in broad daylight. Like it's a bunch of daytime shit. Like I'm not, and I ain't knocking nobody, but like I'm glad I wasn't a part of nothing like that. Like shit. The only reason Flacco didn't show his chest because he big. It's because Lush, you acting like you just some big time ass nigga. Like I'm not gonna come off of my cloud to respond to this. Like nigga, you's a buster.
He just dissed you on the fucking song. Clearly he's not that scared of you.
You's a buster, bro. You a buster, gang. You know you is. Say AD, somebody say AD will cook me. Shit, nigga, I'm gonna cook me. I am the ultimate underdog. I'm like the ultimate warrior. Like Sting, nigga. Shit, WWF, nigga, shit, one of the best, but like just kind of, it's underrated. I ain't gonna lie, homie. Chat saying shit, it was better than Teen Snipe. I had no visual. Probably would add $1 million with a visual, for sure. I love that. He did diss me. I think it's all about like.
It's all about that M. You hear him? Probably would have had an M if we had a visual. Motherfucker, if you thought you could get 1 million views on this shit, you would have shot the video yesterday. Come the fuck on.
What you knew about the person when you fucked with him. It's not about what you hear about him afterwards. That ain't a diss. It's not a diss, check. It's not a diss. You gotta like kind of be there. Like if you're doing music, Music is music. Like, I know what music really stands for, and it's not that. You can't talk about what you think you heard afterwards. Talk about how you fucked with the nigga when you did fuck with him. We'll see what it is. I mean, but shit, if we gonna do a whole bunch of lies, shit, we can all lie. And shit, just see how the shit goes. I think people want to hear the music for what it is. If me and AD ever went back and forth or whatever in music, I'm a very hard nigga to fuck with.
I do not believe that at all. I don't think in any way that there's any evidence that you are a hard dude to fuck with. I feel like it's quite the opposite. It would appear that almost anybody is able to get the best of you at this point. Also, she so wasn't picking up. She didn't want to actually talk to me or answer this shit because she's with a dude. Maybe Sharp's right. I am a little jealous. Why are you with another dude? You're supposed to be waiting for me, damn homie.
Like they were like groupies for Van Halen bitches. They just not right. Honestly, post a bad bitch. Sharp.
Tell me she don't look good. Now, I realize she's like trying to look good, like trying to look her best right here. I think she look good.
Post your work. There's a reason why he lost his mind over damn homie. He had never had no pussy that good before.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to ask you this.
Yeah.
It happens.
I got to call you on this.
Be like that sometimes.
When the situation was originally going on with damn homie, I said,
Didn't say anything about the pee.
You would not let me.
Because I was trying to protect his dumb ass.
Okay, so if you wouldn't bring her up here
She knows.
when you was cool with him, why you bringing her up? Got this going on.
She hasn't been here. She just came to the studio when we were recording a song the other day.
To be honest, they didn't even know I was in LA until Traplo Ross posted me on his story. Then the Reddit picked it up, and that's when they were like,
True.
oh, she's in LA?
She hasn't been on the podcast. I'm not necessarily against it.
I will say Adam really was going out of his way not to talk about that.
I know. Was trying to save my boy from getting exposed for drinking piss, eating the cum out of her pussy, his own cum, eating it.
See, all you have to do is just rely on like one other person who is around for these events, and she's gonna like tell the truth. Like, yeah, Adam was massively avoiding the whole piss drinking storyline when it would have been super easy for me to make. If I had actually been making content about Sharp's humiliation during that time period, imagine how much worse it would have been. I was trying to let him live.
His own cum.
While on my period.
See, let me repeat it. His own cum out of the
And yeah, he knew I was on my period because he's the one that took the tampon out himself.
And all
it's
the
on
other creepy
video.
ass shit that he was doing. I was trying to save him throughout that whole.
If Adam only cared about views, he would have had me on the Adam and Wax show, and that would have did numbers because there's so much more to the story.
Yeah.
If people was to hear it, they would be in shock. But I didn't want to be known for this either. Like, I don't want to come back on No Jumper on some almighty shit. Like, I'm here to talk about Sharp. No, I want to come back on when I'm going viral for something else.
I mean, to be fair, you know, if you're damn homie and she's still out here, she's still in the dating market, you know, does she want the next guy that she's dealing with to be like, oh, that's great, we're in a relationship now, but the last time you were viral a little while back was because you were talking about this guy Sharp eating cum out of your pussy while you were on the rag? I mean, you know, if I was a single guy considering being in a relationship with her and that was her most recent viral arc, yeah, I might be a little weirded out by that.
You know, I don't want to be known for this forever. So it's a very unfortunate situation that he put himself in, but I had no choice but to make him into an example to show everybody else, don't play with me. Also, the reason I left the studio that night is not because I didn't feel safe without my friends around. That's not why. It's past 10 p.m. There's no reason why I'm the only female in a studio. When you're dealing with losers that change their story every 2 minutes, you have to move very carefully, as a woman especially. First of all, if you're not supposed to go nowhere for more than an hour, 2 hours max, right? Especially if it's after 10 p.m. So I needed people to physically see me leave. Someone else can vouch that they dropped me off home. And then someone else was on the phone with me once I got in my room and can say that I was in my room by myself. When you're dealing with peons, you never want to give them room to even speculate that you stayed in the studio and something happened. And here are my thoughts on Sharp saying that Adam is jealous of him because he slept with me, and
she is right. She said, I discussed this on my stream the other day, and here she is talking about the exact topic that she said that she talked about, so she ain't lying.
he's been had me around, so he's been wanting action out of me, and in my honest opinion, I don't think Adam wants to fuck me. I think he's joking around, and if you have half a brain cell, correct me if I'm wrong, but...
Yeah, I'll correct you. I definitely would like to fuck you, but like on some regular, like, you're hot shit. Like, we're homies. I'm in the porn world, you know? So if I did fuck her, it's not like it would change anything. It's not like some sharp shit where I'm gonna fuck you and then it's gonna like completely change our dynamic, you know? If we fucked, it would just be whatever, but I'm not like trying to fuck her. You know? So I would fuck her, but that's, you know, just because I think she's hot. It's not like I'm trying to like control her, own her personality or whatever, which is kind of more of Sharp's angle, I think.
I think that's just his way of joking. I don't think he actually wants to fuck, because every time I've been around Adam, it's always been nothing but he's always kind, professional. He's never crossed the line in any way, never.
See, she's describing what I'm actually like as a person. I am kind, I am rational, I'm nice, I'm chill, I keep it business. I don't, you know, if I don't like you, I'm going to be kind of like whatever to you. But if I like you, I'm going to be nice to you. Like, I've always had a nice relationship with Damn Homie. She's always been respectful to me. We've always had a cool thing. And the only thing I felt when Sharp told me that he was piping her was, damn, that's dope. I'm happy for you. Like, she's hot. Like, that's cool. That's it. And in his mind, it's like, I was jealous, I was angry, I was mad. Like, what is that? Like, where does that even come from? No, never. Why would I have been mad? Like, if I wanted to be with Damn Homie, I would think that over the past like fucking 5-6 years of me knowing her, I would have let on at some point, right?
Even been a hint of flirtatious. Always just been very nice. That's it. Because Sharp forgets, he had to jump through mad hoops to fuck with me. So that's why I can't even regret that I messed with him, because...
Say what you will about Damn Homie. She's a Brooklyn BBL bitch. You know what that means? It means every time she walks down the fucking street, she got dudes hollering at her. You ever been to New York? You ever like walked around New York with a hot girl? It's like nonstop harassment, always. I've seen this with a million fucking chicks. I remember when I was young, in my early 20s, living in New York and talking to girls about what it was like moving from, you know, Connecticut or New Jersey to New York City. The number one thing they were talking about was just getting harassed on the streets, dudes hollering at them, shit like that. So when I say that is to say, yeah, maybe to you internet guys, oh, she's not that hot, whatever. She, on a daily basis, is inundated, I guarantee you, with people hollering at her, dudes wanting to be with her to such an extent that she's got to have her defenses up. She's not just letting anybody get through to her, right? So I believe her that she made Sharp jump through hoops.
As much as people want to say to me, oh, I know you regret it, I know you feel stupid, I'm like, I really don't. If anything I tell you to do, you do it. If I say jump, you say how high. Like, why would I not? He was being mad sweet. He was doing everything he was supposed to do as a man. Adam's not doing that. Like, with Adam, it's like, you sucking this dick or not? That's the difference. So
yeah, thank you. Again, if I'm going to fuck with a girl, like say I was single, it's like, you know, most of the girls that I would potentially fuck with, it's going to be like pretty upfront. Like, oh, you're hot. Like, I'm going to kind of like grab your booty one time and be like, hey, you want to hang out? I'm not on some weird Sharp shit acting like, oh, I'm going to like try to convince you I'm like trying to be in love with you or some shit.
Adam was on some Sharp time.
Yeah.
He would be getting all these bitches too, but Adam's not chasing whores. That's the difference. No one's jealous of you. As a woman, I think you get one mistake in life. That's it. And you're allowed to make mistakes, just don't keep repeating them. So
see, and like a true Brooklyn BBL bitch, she gets that. She knows that like her worst moment is how she's going to be judged, you know? Like even her just letting Sharp fuck is like, you know, that could potentially be consequential for her future dating life. And she gets that, you know?
And now that Brick Baby's being exposed, and Sharp is finally starting to realize that Brick did all this to get you out the way. The problem is he's such a moron. He's about to get himself out the way too because, bro, say less. Sometimes it's okay not to talk so much.
I don't think Brick's trying to get Sharp out the way. Like, I don't think Brick has ever looked at Sharp and thought, like, oh, he's competition.
You can't be a gangster and a podcaster. I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's true. You cannot be a gangster and a podcaster. You got to pick one.
It's not easy. She's got a
Why are
point.
you calling them bisexual?
So
what do you know?
If you found out that I love to eat my own cum out of my wife's vagina, that doesn't strike you as a little zesty?
I'm not gonna call him bisexual. He's super freaky horny.
I don't eat cum. I don't know. That's just me.
So you're saying the reason why you call him bisexual?
Personally, I think when your pussy doesn't stink, there's nothing a man won't do with you.
Because he allegedly eats it.
Have you seen his eyebrows?
No, I don't pay attention to Sharp's eyebrows. What's wrong with him? He got bisexual. What are bisexual eyebrows?
I see the eyebrows, and in my mind, you're a zestophile. That's all I'm saying. I don't know.
Are these new eyebrows, or he been having these eyebrows?
I think he gets some work done about once a week.
Okay, so
he's too well manicured. No straight man is that well manicured.
No, he's not. Are you kidding me? You ever seen his fingernails? They're this long and they have dirt under them. You need to look closer at him because he's...
Did you? I'm not going...
She's the one who had those digits inside of her. So, I mean, she may be right. I don't know. I was always creeped out by the length of his fingernails, for sure. That's always something I kind of noticed and felt sort of weird about. And actually, really, if we're talking about the coke thing, that usually does kind of go hand in hand. But I don't think Sharp is a coke user. Maybe meth or some kind of upper. He's not a heroin user. You know, he's not like a... If he was a perk head, for sure Brick would have let that slip.
The P.
Is he?
P's, no, they, you know.
I'll obliterate her face. I obliterated bitches' faces for less.
What do you mean obliterate? Like, punch him in the face?
Yeah, I mean, there's a clip of him on the phone with Damn Homie, and he says it's AI, that is the ultimate way that you know he's a liar, is because he says
if I
it's
knew
AI,
how to do AI that good,
I've obliterated
I'd be doing
bitches'
something else
faces
with my
for
life.
less. What does that mean? Explain how that's a metaphor.
It
That
wasn't.
means-
It was a threat, which it's like, bro, don't threaten me over the phone. Like, I'll really get on a plane and come smack you, because I don't know.
This is the one thing I don't like about Damn Homie's personality is that she's always like acting like she's on some gangster shit. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna come to LA and smack Sharp? Like, I mean, this is a dude who's not scared of beating bitches up. You don't want to do that.
Why he used to say that to me, but he knew better than to touch me, because...
Beat bitches up?
That's a fact. That's what that means. Yeah. So...
For sure, like, I mean, I don't know how she knows them, but Damn Homie pulled up to the studio with a couple of real deal bloods with her, right? Like, I don't know everything about their track record, but they seem very solid. And they seem like they were definitely capable of cleaning some shit up, right? Now, in LA, if you're on a tuna, a big old tuna, I don't know. He got that fucking Mariners thing around his neck, but for all intents and purposes, he's a tuna. You come through smacking Damn Homie, and she got some real deal bloods in her corner. You know what they're going to do to you? I mean, it probably ain't going to be pretty, right? And you probably ain't going to be able to do shit about it because obviously they got, what are you going to do? You want to go to war with a whole hood? I don't think so, Sharp.
You're saying that...
Over her? Over a girl? Why? Why does this even have to happen? Why don't you just not be a mark?
With those eyebrows. Did you ever call him to your room and say...
The reason I don't think Sharp is a real P, besides the fact that he bought his trophies, I think...
I need more information about that. I need to know more about buying Pimp of the Year.
The P, you're supposed to have dick control, and you're supposed to be full of wisdom. Like, with your dick, you're supposed to be very stingy. Unless a woman does something for you or brings you money, you're not supposed to even... I was never supposed to see it. He didn't behave like that. He behaved like a normal guy who... I don't know. I don't know what the hell that was, because that's not what I asked for, but... But shout out to Adam and Wack, because even if they wasn't talking about me, that is the only show I actually watch, and it's my favorite podcast. So appreciate you guys. Thank you so much to Wack for never saying anything bad about me. Thank you so much to Adam, because you would have been in your right if you wanted to, and you also never said anything bad to me. You've been nothing but nice and a good person, and I just appreciate you for everything you've done for me. And nobody owes anyone anything in this world. It's crazy how I have more appreciation for Adam for just doing an interview with me before I felt like I deserved one, versus someone who he gave a show to. He literally did everything for you. You didn't have to lift a finger. He made you mad money. He made you more money than you made him, believe me. And Sharp was going around saying he saved no jumper. Lena saved no jumper. Not you.
Well, that I also find confusing. How did Lena save no jumper? That's a strange statement. Wait. Okay. That's interesting. How did Lena save no jumper? I mean, honestly, like, I feel like if anything, the Lena Jason Love thing, I mean, does anybody think that like helped no jumper? I think if anything, that was, I don't think it like did serious long-term damage to no jumper, but I do think that certainly like threw the channel into like, jeopardy at a certain point. It might have helped us get past the like crazy T-Rail AD era narratives or whatever, for sure. Like it probably like put space between that, but I don't think it like saved no jumper. Now, I'm not saying that Lena hasn't had like an overall positive effect on my life. For sure, that's true as well. But figuratively speaking, so this is what she said. Speaking, I meant having a strong woman by your side. Okay, that is fair. Shout out to damn homie. I didn't think you were still watching. But, okay. What is this? FYB J Main on 16 shot. I'm saying he's pushing peace because he don't want to die. Shout out Corporate Cartel Media.
So I just seen you on the
Anyway, I'm kind of over the Sharp thing. Like, obviously I didn't have to talk about that in the first place, but that's kind of like the easiest low-hanging fruit to talk about on here, is whatever fucking diarrhea is falling out of his mouth at any given time.
Platform. You and DJU, y'all, there's a big platform. I ain't gonna lie. DJU showed me love. I ain't gonna lie, you showed me love today too. You ain't have to do that. He ain't have to do that. I respect y'all for that. You hear me? But it's like, okay.
100, we respect your platform too.
That's gangster. You see what I'm saying?
Is he saying shout out to us for platforming him or talking about him?
So now look,
I missed it.
16 ain't feel because y'all kind of trolled him. He ain't like it. You know what I'm saying? Based on what I seen.
I take his shit so personal, man. Like, put it like this: it's the internet's content.
Yo, these dudes are asleep. Like him, literally, he's getting there.
Man, come on, man. We whooping.
Yeah.
We was whooping. Well, I don't know. Put it like this, him and DJ, you be have a little personal shit going on. That's a little more touchy. I don't know. But put it like this, I feel like DJ, you ain't mean no harm when he said it neither. I felt like he was just whooping, but I don't know how.
The extent of they.
Yeah, because I felt like that shit was really extent, because how he whooped on me, I'm like, damn, I ain't never heard C-Stain whoop like that.
This motherfucker cold. He got his hands up inside the jacket and shit. I know how you feel. I'm kind of starting to get there myself. I'm getting a little cold, man.
Act like I was Flacco. Damn, he sound like he want to spit on me next. You nasty motherfucker.
Hold on, wait.
You son of a... Nah, ain't never. Let's not that.
Nah, see, you wanted to spit on you. I don't think he said it, but he did say you push a piece because you don't want to die. And you said, you made a joke about it on my comment.
You thought I was joking?
I mean, I don't think you was joking. I know you don't want to die. Come on, don't nobody want to die. You got
That's
kids,
what I be
bro.
saying. Put it like this. Why everything that J Main say and do is funny? It was like, I didn't know you was for real when you was pushing peace. I thought that shit was funny.
You put laughing emoji, so I know that you was kind of lighthearted about it. That's what I'm saying. And
you really see the perils of pushing peace with J Main, right? Because to me, what J Main is doing, like, I take him at face value, okay? I don't think he's full of shit. I think that he is putting himself out there in a pretty honest way and saying, yes, I was on bullshit. Yes, I was trolling people and talking shit about dead people and all this shit, right? And it seems like he's kind of moved past it, and he's decided to make a positive change in his life, and people in the community are accepting it. Now, part of what he had to do was leave behind the part of his life where he was hating and talking shit about, you know, people like Blood Money, Chief Keef, etc., right? But that's part of it. Part of pushing peace is that you're going to have to kind of take the beefs you were involved in, that people were acting like you were going to act on, and you just have to put it to the side. I actually, like, we do a lot of trolling, we do a lot of joking. I want J-Mane to know I really respect the fuck out of everything he's done, because he's dealt with a huge amount of backlash and hate for doing something that, like, really almost everybody who's not actually involved in this gang shit can probably get behind, which is like, yeah, leave that shit alone. Like, fuck it. Let it go. Get money. Do stuff that's good for your family and your friends, you know?
When you put it in the comments, you like, shit, I don't want to die. You right. You put laughing emojis. So
I thought it was funny that somebody would even say something like that.
Yeah, okay.
You don't, and you niggas woo woo because they don't want to die. Okay. Why would you want to die? Why would anybody want to die?
Don't nobody want to die, especially when they got kids and shit. Like, on the real, probably when you ain't got no kids and shit, you probably ain't, like, whatever. Like, you just ain't living for nobody. It's like, whatever.
It's the internet. Everything, most of the shit be on the internet is like, for laughs, it's a joke, right?
For sure.
So I ain't really
he's pushing peace because he don't want to die. You know, what the fuck are you talking about? That's what 16 said about J-Mane. Yeah, he doesn't want to die. If he was out here doing his thing, being all over Chicago, having beef with the BDs or whatever BDs that he had beef with because he's a BD, yeah, something probably would have happened to him. Or at the very least, he's going to have to be moving around with hella pipes and being on the lookout for all that shit, right? Yeah, he doesn't want that. Duh.
really take it too personal either. Like when I seen 16 whoop like that, but it was like, you is over whooping. You it. Let's start there, 16. You whooping.
So I had seen, like, in the comments, you don't see the comments. I was talking about the comments earlier, you know, but
I see some comments sometimes.
I saw look, so in the comments.
I see them comments, boy. Sometimes I see them comments, boy.
In the comments, they was like,
I like that J-Mane is so Muslim now that he rocking like Muslim merch. I don't know exactly where this came from, but it got some weird characters, and then it says Salah. You know, that's cool. I fuck with it. But he rocking Muslim merch now.
16 big.
Also, can I just say the effect that one mushroom candy had on me on this thing? Because honestly, like, this whole stream has really flown by. How long is this? 4 hours almost? What the fuck?
Getting at you, so it's cool for you to troll him a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
16 been what?
They say he been like.
And look at this comment. You are poison to the culture, big dog. You can't think the shit you push is good for anyone. Now, that would not be the most unreasonable thing to say at certain times during No Jumper's history, but this is after I just said that we need to push peace and everybody should be able to agree that what J-Mane is doing is great for the community. You're retarded.
Taking shots at you or whatever, so it's cool for you to troll a little bit. Do you have that same?
It's Arabic merch retard. Okay, what did I say? Muslim merch? I mean, honestly, from my perspective, yeah, that's what I said.
Perspective or not?
I mean, I seen 16's content about J-Mane in the past.
Where he was like overwhooping with you?
Yeah, he done overwhooped a couple times, but did I take it personal? I don't take, it's like, come on, man. Like, I don't, like, it's the internet, man. Like,
yeah. At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, people posting shit, content, trying to get likes and clicks, laughs, make money, whatever they doing, whatever their reason is to sue them or whatever the case is. But I mean, I never had a problem with 16 shot-ems. Like, we don't, you know, like, I don't have problems with.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like 16 shot-em is somebody that's just so, like, in his feelings about his fall off, that he's just taking shots at everybody, including people who are doing shit that's objectively positive, like J-Mane. You got to feel for him. 16, he's in a bad place.
None of the bloggers.
Right, yeah, I'm listening to you. I'm just trying to. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with none of the bloggers.
Yeah.
I'm whooping.
Yeah, so with that whole little situation, it's just lighthearted. It ain't that serious. He took it a little more personal than he should have. That's how.
But maybe y'all took it more harder because y'all heard his response. Well, y'all seen his response on the internet.
Yeah.
If I told you everything on the internet was supposed to be taken as a joke, but it's how he worded it, that wasn't no joke. That man, he was serious. Gotta ask him in person.
Yeah.
Hey, were you serious?
Yeah, I have to ask.
Hey, are you serious about that? Were you serious about that comment that you said about J-Man? Gotta ask him.
We already know what the answer would be. Shout out to Corporate Cartel Media for that. All right, this is my last thing I want to look at here. Actually, I have two things. What's this?
I got a young pastor. He's a bad motherfucker. Motherfuckers can say what they want to say and all that other shit because they just be hating on it, you know what I'm saying? And y'all done seen me before just a few minutes ago. Sean competing and this girl, you know what, it's the second year in a row, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's cool when they got a bitch, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna make a difference. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna blow up. It's going to get going, man.
This is like a million fucking years ago. What is it? 9 months ago this was posted? But I feel like this wasn't him 9 months ago, right? Actually, I can't believe Sharp hasn't talked about it. There was one time where I think I was supposed to go to San Diego for one of these like players balls things or whatever. And then I didn't go. And I kind of remember him being mad about it. But like, I don't think much came of it. But I can't believe he hasn't mentioned that since it seems like he's like mentioned every single thing possible to say about me.
Hey man, can you give us 50% music?
So you're saying that he paid for this award? If I'm not mistaken, I haven't seen him denying that. Which, you know, if I won an award and somebody said like it was fake and that I paid for it, I'd probably be pretty upset. I'd probably like defend the integrity of that. I don't really see him defending it because I feel like he kind of knows that, you know.
When asked what it was about,
all right, I don't
gang
want
members a further identity statement.
I don't want to watch the part about him snitching to the cops. Everybody knows about that.
Detective would then ask about the incident in which King Yella and Billionaire acted.
Yeah, we already
and
know
he was
about this.
cool. Confirmed to an intelligence, but 600 Breezy's a BD about him.
And 600 Breezy, how they feel about getting identified as members by a rapper. How we feel about that?
He basically is incriminating me, saying that I am a bad individual to the community, and I'm just a rapper, man. You know,
There's a lot of types of members.
I don't know what Simone is talking about.
Fuck that nigga.
Okay, I remember this. This thing, like where this video clip of King Yella like telling the cops what gang everybody was in, this came out literally while me and Remo were sitting down with Mimo and 600 Breezy doing an interview. Complete coincidence. Middle of the day on a Saturday or a Sunday. And this storyline came out. Like the video came out from what I recall. And then I got a clip of 600 Breezy reacting to it immediately afterwards because obviously I would have loved to ask him about that during the interview. I missed the time frame of being able to do so by like 20 minutes.
He's basically trying to get me out the way, y'all. He's trying to get me out. I won't be his friend. He's trying to get me off the streets. He done told them that I'm a gang member to the feds. And man, that's y'all homie, man.
You heard it here first.
It hit different when they snitching on me.
With Lil Durk, and Yellow would say snap, and Yellow Instagram.
Hey, my nigga 1090 Jake a real one, bro. I live for.
They're the 300. Yellow would confirm.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, fuck Fredo.
With the main detective done asking questions, he'd ask his partner if he had any questions, and he'd ask Yella to confirm the gun was Kayla's. Yella said he didn't know where she got it, and didn't know the last time she had it. So within 20
He put the gun on his bitch.
minutes. Detectives 600 Breezy's a BD, White 600, and Yella got the gun from Kayla. But still, because King Yella filed a motion to suppress it from the paperwork on King Yella. Another platform will post an old arrest stating Yella was 19 years old when he was charged with criminal sexual abuse. The report would state Yella,
in other words, he was beating the doonies down of an underager. Let's get into it.
Was taken into custody on signed complaints that Yella, who was 19 years old, knowingly did the nasty with the victim who was 15 years old.
So keep in mind, this is a guy who consistently wants to call me some sort of predator. You are on paperwork. You're a diddler.
When the
You taking off? Yeah, I'm about to leave in like 10 minutes anyway. All right. Yeah, you can light the front. I'm going to go out the side.
arrest report hit the internet, Yella thought he was standing on business by admitting to it and attempting to make it seem normal.
And any street nigga get on this motherfucker and say they ain't never did it. Man, on my grandma, you a goofy. Whoever you is, I'm finna block you. Y'all be mad. I'll be so gangster with this shit. I don't lie about nothing, nigga. Get y'all bitch ass on. Fuck is you talking about? At 19, we ballin'. Young bitches in the hood. Fuck you talking about that, bitch. Automatic, your little ass hot. Posting up, busting you down. Bitch, I'm busting you down too, nigga. Y'all.
This is almost as good as that T-Rail one. Like, what was the T-Rail quote? Like, yeah, he said we grooming billionaires. Did you hear how gangster he made fucking a 14-year-old, 15-year-old, whatever just sound? Let's go back. This is unreal.
I know what's going on. Oh, GD.
Don't talk about me disrespecting the GDs when he was putting it on his hood. Man, this is too much. This is not something I'm not fake laughing. I'm real laughing.
And if you feel some type of way about King Yella, bro, check this out. Unsubscribe, don't follow me, don't nothing, nigga.
Wait, did I go past it?
I gave it to y'all in the raw. On this motherfucker and say they ain't never did it. Man, on my grandma, you a goofy. Whoever you is, I'm finna block you. Y'all be mad. I'll be so gangster with.
He's gonna block you if you didn't fuck a 15-year-old like he did. What is that? Oh, hell no.
This shit, I don't lie about nothing, nigga. Get y'all bitch ass on. Fuck is you talking about? At 19, we ballin'. Young bitches in the hood. Fuck you talking about that, bitch. Automatic, your little ass hot. Posting up, busting you down. Bitch, I'm busting you down too, nigga. Y'all know what's going on. Oh, GD. And if you
don't put that on GD, okay? Jesus Christ. This is a strange dude right here, my guy. What the fuck? My mod's got to get a little bit more better here. A little bit better. God, I hate bad grammar.
Some type of way about King Yella, bro. Check this out. Unsubscribe, don't follow me, don't nothing, nigga. I gave it to y'all in the.
Adam, you did the same thing. No, I didn't. And I implore you to try to find evidence that I did. In fact, the girl that these fucking retards always try to say that I hooked up with when she was underage, she was 19. She was 19. I was 22 or 23 or something. It's not even close to the same thing. I was the age that he was. He was fucking a girl who was 4 years younger than him.
Bro, nigga, fuck is you talking about, nigga? I was 19, probably fucking your sister, nigga.
Yeah, that's the problem. You were fucking dudes' underage sisters, you fucking weirdo.
So a nigga 19 and a bitch 15, a nigga bogus? Knock it the fuck off. Get your bitch ass on. Talking about R. Kelly, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
R. Yelly.
Now, the age of consent in Illinois is 17 years old, which makes sense that Yella moved to Las Vegas, where the age of consent is only 16. But
yo, 1090 Jake, you're hilarious. Because there's all kinds of reasons why he might have moved, but 1090 Jake is hilarious.
But still, the girl was only 15. So Yella was fucking with underage girls, naming names and gangs. And
even this guy, Cameron Kennedy, before I block you, he said, you met her when she was underage and groomed her till she was an adult. I met her on underage. I had one conversation with her, and then I didn't talk to her for like 4 years. And then I ended up hanging out with her. That's not what grooming is, you fucking retard.
In the interrogation room, and associated with known snitches like Tracy Brookshire, who testified in this federal case, and Skinny from the 9, whose interrogation video went viral.
He did kind of like move to Vegas and join like a snitch community. It's like an island of snitches.
But
OG snitches, jit snitches, young snitches, old snitches, all types.
Goofies do what goofies do. Yella being the same goofy that said Lil J tried to kiss him. Yella being the same goofy that broke up with FBI Butter, and now they're fake beefing. And the most views attached to Yella's name is a Slim Jesus song.
That is accurate. Okay. I feel like I hit all the things that I really wanted to hit. It's now 6 p.m. I've been on stream. Did we hit 4 hours? 3:52. That's pretty close. Okay. So at this point, I'm going to go get a haircut, which anybody, I don't know if you can tell, but I really, really, really need it right now. Shout out to everybody who watched us on stream. We held over 2,000 viewers the whole time. This was fun. Hopefully this stays up. And I'm definitely gonna be doing more of this throughout the holidays. I thought to myself, like, you're really gonna like this. So fuck the viewers and everything. You're gonna like it. You're gonna have fun being on stream for many hours in the middle of the day. So I did have fun. I enjoyed this. I actually like doing it by myself. You know? I like doing streams with other people as well. But I really like doing it by myself as well because it lets me just go on these fucking rants without anybody to distract me, right? And that's fun. Adam, real quick, what's your favorite metalcore bands? I don't know. I don't even like remember what qualifies as metalcore at this point, but I love Hatebreed. I know they're not like, well, actually, I think people do consider them metalcore. Either way, appreciate you guys for tuning in. This was fun. Almost 4 hours. I'm going to be doing a lot more of this throughout the next couple of months, probably. What is it? It's like November 4th. Dude, we got 2 months. This guy keeps saying that Riley's doing Zans and wine. I don't know if I agree with that. That would be awesome. That would be great to know. I'm looking forward to seeing how many clips they cut from this. Shout out to everybody who watched this. Appreciate all of y'all. Editor, you should go in and snip